Man, them, we are live. First live of the day. Japanese boxing already. Inoue is the younger Inoue, not Naoya Inoue. Inoue's younger brother is already fighting. It's round one. We are live. OnlyFacts Sports. You know the vibes. We are here for Inoue versus Nakatani, a fight that could push Nakatani up in the pound for pound list, or potentially put Inoue into that top two, top three of pound for pound fighters. Obviously, Inoue is getting older. The talk is now Bam, and for me, you know, I'm just amazed at what this brother's been able to do. Do you know what I mean? I'm not so. I don't like when people are achieving greatness. Great double jab from the younger Inoue here against Aoka. I don't like when people are achieving great things in sport and all people do is move the goalposts and make the goalposts harder and harder and harder. I'm not a fan of that. Do you know what I'm saying? But shout out to the man them anyway. AT's here, F Tex is here, Ahmad Diallo's here. You know what I'm saying? The man them are all here. Please like the video. Shane is on his way. Shane is going to be here very shortly. And like I say, we're watching Inoue's younger brother fighting on the undercard. We've got this fight. We've got one more fight, and then we've got Inoue versus Nakatani, which is going to be a great, great fight and a great show. And with the crowd, I'm really curious as to how much Inoue is going to want to put on a real good performance and entertain the crowd. Do you know what I mean? It's the biggest homecoming fight. I know he's fought in Japan before, but not on this type of level. Maybe unless we're going all the way back to the Donaire fights, I guess. Younger Inoue up against the ropes, showing that great technical skill. He's a world champion as well as younger brother. Why do people disrespect Inoue? Some people don't rate him. I think at the lower weight classes, most people don't rate the champions unless they're really making a lot of noise with knockouts. But also, because people don't know the fighters at that weight class, people don't really know and appreciate what he's doing. Do you know what I'm saying? The Crawford's at legacy is mostly built off Spence and Canelo, but your legacy is partly built off of the size of the opponents. Do you know what I'm saying? The fact that Spence was considered the world's best welterweight at the time, and Crawford destroyed him. The fact that Canelo Canelo for me was faded, but Canelo was considered at one time one of the pound for pound great. He's a pound for pound all time great, and Crawford pretty convincingly beat him. That's what's held him up in such high esteem. Crawford's talent would still be the same if he never beat Spence or never beat Canelo. Or even if we just took away Canelo, his talent would be the same, but people wouldn't have the same um, benchmark to actually view him against. Do you know what I'm saying? So that's what it is. It's like if Arsenal win the league this year, people are going to say, well, you're not up against the great teams of the past, the Klopp COVID team, the 100-point City team. People are always going to compare you to the very, very, very pinnacle top, which I think is like a bit of a toxic trait. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, no matter how good you are at basketball, someone's going to say, well, you're not Jordan. Do you know what I'm saying? No matter how great a winger is. And whenever we're looking at wingers, we're like, but if you look at Messi, if we compare everything to Messi, then everything's going to seem shit because Messi's unbelievable. So let's not just compare everything to Messi. Inoue started that round really well. Then Aoka started to kind of come back into it and get his timing a little bit, and Inoue getting hit a lot more than you usually see him getting hit in that first round. It's mad, both brothers are world champions. Inoue kind of reminded me a little bit of that type of. He's more upright, but the pivot foot, it reminded me a little bit of like the Lomachenko kind of style. Shout out to 8 Franks. He said Inoue is phenomenal, but I just have a feeling that Nakatani will beat him today. If for Nakatani to beat him, and Nakatani is going to have a personality transplant from his last fight, because Nakatani won his last fight. It was very, very close. He could have lost that fight, and he was up against someone who was nowhere near the level of Inoue. So unless you're going to do a Tyson Fury and, unless you're going to do a Tyson Fury and suddenly raise your game for a big fight, which a lot of people are not like that. I don't know. I don't know. Nakatani will have to show me something really, really different to what he's shown me in the past. Nakatani's got the size advantage, but Inoue typically has the speed advantage. That being said, Inoue is like 34, 35 now, or something like that. So even rants don't rate him that much. Yeah, but the problem that I have with rants when it comes to boxing, a little bit when it comes to football as well, is that Rance sees boxing in one way. You know what I'm saying? boxing has so many styles, and Rance really prefers. Rance is a very literal person, so um because he takes boxing to literally be hit and don't get hit. Anyone who he sees anyone who's good at hit and don't get hit, that is boxing to him. Do you know what I mean? That's the pinnacle of boxing. That means that you are the best boxer because you are the best at that particular like mission statement. I see boxing a little bit more varied than that. There's a lot of this great two piece from Inoue. There's a lot of different little variables in there for me. You could say that it's like the debate between Rooney and Neymar, right? Who was a better player? We can argue it. It's arguable. Now, if the question is who is more talented, everyone's going to say Neymar. Neymar is more talented than Neymar. Now, Mac, the fight ain't started. Inoue's younger brother is fighting, so there's another Inoue on the undercard, but the main event hasn't started yet. Neymar's more talented, but does that him being more talented make him a better player? Maybe, maybe not. Do you see what I'm saying? And so in boxing, I think that's how Rance kind of sees boxing. Shakur is more is more talented. Shakur is more talented than, let's say, Tank. Is he better than Tank? Well, it's a great knockdown from Inoue just over at Ioka, and the emotions are getting to him, the adrenaline's getting to him, he's shouting at the crowd. This you can see that in Japan, this is a big event. Ioka gets up. It was a very Inoue-esque knockdown of just pure volume of punches. Once he landed on it once or twice, it was just volume and volume and volume, and eventually knocking him down. Wrong analogy still. Maybe the wrong analogy, but you get what I'm trying to say. Do you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, Shakur is more talented than a lot of fighters. Does that mean Shakur's better? To me, the person who's better is the person who wins, bro. That's just what it is. The person who's better is the person who wins. Simple. There's teams in the league right now that are playing. Man United's playing more exciting football than Arsenal. But if Arsenal win the league, we're a better team, regardless. Do you know what I'm saying? So it don't matter to me. Do you mean? The layman has practically no knowledge of the lighter weight classes. That's why Inoue is slightly underrated for the casuals. Not just the casuals, but not just the weight class, but the layman doesn't like boxing. Shane always says this. The layman, the average guy walking down the street, when he says, "Are you watching the big fight tonight?" The fights that sell out mostly are fights where they want to see someone get stopped or knocked out, or it's like big heavyweight fights. So they're probably going to see a knockout. So if the layman saw who's a great technician, if the layman watched, they're too far apart, but they're not too far apart. If Mayweather and Shakur fought at 135, apart from the fact that they're famous, just in terms of talent, the average guy walking down the street would say this is boring. In fact, for those of you that were boxing fans in the Mayweather era, the takedown used to be the same with Shakur. Well, he's boring. He's really boring. People don't like watching technical boxing. Inoue's knocked him down again. Second knockdown. Ioka's got up though. The cameras on the zone are being a bit crazy. He knocked him down a third time. Well, not down a second time in the third round, I should say. Anyway, he's just moving through the gears now. They fight so similar because he's being walked down by Ioka, but then he just launches off that counter. He just takes a step back, and on the third or fourth step, he uses that back step to launch forwards and launch into an attack. A step through Pacquiao, Mayweather, or a person who understands skills and weaknesses. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. A lot of people don't understand skills, or a lot of people don't like boxing skills. Do you know what I'm saying? I can watch 10 different fighters on the bag. I've coached fighters. I can watch 10 different fighters on the bag and see 10 different jabs. Do you know what I'm saying? In football, you might see someone make a pass and say, the technique, there's certain men that hit free kicks, for example, that don't have the right technique. Do you know what I'm saying? If you man watch Juninho take a free kick, his technique's that kind of wrong, you would say. His textbook wrong. It's not how an academy would teach you to take a free kick. But Juninho is one of the greatest free kick takers of all time. So sometimes if you're watching greatness, you might not know that you're watching greatness. Do you know what I'm saying? If that free kick comes off the crossbar, you're going to be like, oh, this guy's not good. It's just whether it goes in or not. Do you know what I mean? With boxing, You know, the stuff that Inoue can do, we don't really see man that can do that. We don't. And Inoue has fought multiple greats and made them look average. Like there was a time Stephen Fulton, look at all the talent in Philly. Stephen Fulton was the one. Stephen Fulton was the one that Philly chose to be the guy that they really thought was gonna go to the top, the pinnacle. And Inoue destroyed him, like just battered him up and down. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, he's had Inoue also has great fights. Like, what I don't like about people criticizing Inoue, especially people like Rance, is Rance prefers Shakur because he's slick and whatever. Cool. But boxing is also entertainment. And Inoue's always in entertaining fights. Doing he's a for me, my favorite boxers are people that can box and fight. I like fighters, doing. I always consider myself more of a fighter than a boxer. It's really interesting. When you're around fighters, they'll consider themselves different things. Do you know what I mean? Um, you know, someone like Ben Whitaker, you know, he'll see himself as a boxer. Someone like Sean Porter, he don't really see himself as a boxer. Do you know what I mean? He sees himself as a fighter. Do you know what I'm trying to say? So that's what it is. And so having that, you know, for me, I can box, but I see myself really more as a fighter. And Inoue is someone that can box. He's a boxer fighter, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Not even just a boxer puncher. He's a boxer fighter, and that for me is just entertaining, bro. His fights are usually entertaining. And do you know what I mean? His David Picasso fight wasn't very entertaining, and his fight against Ahmed Aliyev was not very entertaining. But other than that, he's fought a lot of fights, and most of the time it's entertaining. And if you can make your fight entertaining and win, then what do I have to complain about? Do you know what I mean? You've cleaned out the visions, you've fought all the challenges. Nakatani's been the newest challenge that people have been calling for. 2, 3 years ago, man weren't calling for you to fight Nakatani. Do you know what I'm saying? And when it's all going all the way up to like, oh, there was a time people said, oh, is he going to go up and fight Tank? Tank's way bigger than him, bro. Way bigger. That's when you know it's great. If I'm fighting at 154 and you man are calling for me to fight a guy at 175, that's how I know I'm great. Because what we doing? It's really slick from Inoue. Ioka just allowing not for he's just not throwing enough punches. Ioka, that's the problem. He's allowing Inoue to be first every time. He's really getting dragged into fighting Inoue's fight. That's the problem. You're really seeing it now. He's landing punches at will. This is really reminding me of like a Lomachenko type style. Just he's less off the pivot though. He's just on the outside. But Inoue's landing punches whenever he wants, and Ioka's throwing so few and far between that Inoue really is able to time him. So great counter from Ioka off the clinch though, but it's not enough. Do you know what I mean? Halfway through the round, I don't know why DAZN haven't got the rounds up. The graphics for this have been kind of weird. They didn't have the names up for the first round at all, and now they've got the names but not the round. I think it's round 4. And like I said, Ioka, you know, a fighter's not throwing either enough punches or throwing with enough power when Inoue is pretty happy to step backwards constantly under no pressure, just immediately start stepping backwards, which normally you'd think, oh, maybe he's scared of the power. But he's happy to let this guy walk him down and just land counters on him. And he just lands first and pivots. The difference between this Inoue and the bigger brother, who's the main event, is the bigger brother will just they fight the similar style, but he's just more aggressive. He'll hold his feet more and really go to. And this is why he gets knocked down in some fights because he will just hold his feet and not get walked down as much. Do you know what I mean? That's why people said Bivol versus Beterbiev was boring. Exactly. Bivol versus Beterbiev was a great fight. Great fight. Do you know what I mean? Callum Smith versus Boatsi might be more entertaining, but that's a lower quality fight. It's good right hand. I'm not sure that that connected. It looks like Ioka, he didn't get really hurt that round, but it looks like he could be stopped at some point. What time's the main ring walks? I think around 1 o'clock. Around about 1 o'clock, I reckon. Ioka didn't look like he was going to get stopped in that round, but the way that he's fighting, I think he could get stopped. Let me see where Shane is. Shane's downstairs now. One sec. Here we go. The zone sort the graphics out. We're into round 5. Ioka's going to have to be a little bit more aggressive. He looks like he's being like Ioka's trying to be first. It's better from Ioka. He's still going to lose, but it's better. What are you saying?
Rough outside is hot.
Is it hot, though?
It is hot, bro. Oh, proper hot.
Yeah. Anyway, on.
Anyway, it's gone.
Yeah.
Okay. Bro, outside is hot, blood.
Yeah, I'm going to go for some fresh air and go for a drink after. Random question. Marcelo or Ashley Cole? Marcelo.
Marcelo.
Ashley
Cole's cold, though.
Ashley Cole's cold, but Marcelo is...
Sorry, I kind of...
Oh, fucking hell. Man's just coming in and smashing everything up.
Yeah, Marcelo.
But
Ashley Cole's cold, though.
It's got to be Marcelo, but Ashley Cole's great. Marcelo can just do more. Yeah, I'll tell you why. Like Ashley Cole actually doesn't have an argument. You know what I'm saying? Marcelo can do more. Ashley Cole's better defensively. That's true. You know what I mean? In terms of sliding into challenges,
man marking a man maybe.
Man marking, sliding in challenges, cool. Marcelo has performed at a higher level for the longer period of time for a start. And he can just do things that Ashley Cole cannot do, bro.
Slap. He's a bad boy crosser of the ball. His link up plays cold.
Yep.
Technically, he's better than him. Like,
if you want to play a game of just keeping the ball, especially Marcelo played through different eras. He came through an era where you were just a standard left back and moved into an era where you inverted when you played more as a centre mid, which everybody's doing now.
Or even
all the overlapping,
the
overlapping and the crossing, all that he can do all that stuff. And he can do all that stuff.
He was even playing in the era where it was about linking up with the winger in front of you. So the thing about the players he's played in front of and linked up on that side is cold.
Yeah, no, Marcelo's a joke. What Marcelo did, Ashley Cole was doing for a shorter period of time. And not to the same level, but for a far shorter period of time. But yeah, that was a better round for Ioka. Do you know what I mean? Like I say, Inoue was just beating him first at everything. Ioka tried to set the pace. It looked like Inoue maybe took a round off there, but even still, Ioka's been knocked down twice.
To be honest with you, yeah, is this a co-main?
No, it's one more after this.
You might hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. The likes target for this is 21. That's the likes target.
21. Can you do something for me? Do you see what I sent you about Sam?
Yeah.
Yeah. I was just chatting to Ricky about it before you came.
For those who don't know, we'll be live for Benavides versus Ramirez today as well.
Shane said, for those that don't know, we'll be live for Zerda Ramirez versus David Benavides as well.
And the reason why, we got a busy day today. Is Arsenal playing today or tomorrow?
Today. 5:30 kickoff.
Oh, right. Fam, I gotta go home and set. Are you going live for that, yeah?
I'm gonna have to. I'm fucking tired, but I'm gonna have to.
Whenever you go live, you don't win, though.
That's cap.
When did you last go live and win?
Often. There's been a lot of unsuccessful hits.
recently.
Oh, you're doing the Man United thing of just picking an arbitrary period of time. Told you, Man United fans are Amish. Told you. I will just pick a certain period of time. We're better than you. Why? We were better than you between games where the sun's up at high noon. We're better than you. So, bro, what?
I'm just saying of recent.
So define recent. I've been going live for Arsenal all season.
The last five games you ain't won.
Never look.
Because you had the 2 City games, then you had the Atletico Madrid game. That's 4 games you didn't win, and I'm pretty sure you went live for Southampton.
I can't remember.
Those games you didn't win. You didn't win against Bournemouth. You didn't win against City.
You won against Chelsea.
You won against Chelsea. That's four games ago. Okay.
Do you think Nuno Mendes can achieve that level? I think
100%.
I think he can, but I don't think football a lot is about PR, and I don't think they will have the same PR that Marcelo.
I actually think, in a way.
Don't say he's over. He's done better than him already. Don't say he's at that level already.
I actually think the only thing that separates him and Marcelo is longevity, right?
Yeah.
Because Marcelo was able to stay at this level for a long period of time. But what he's doing is breathtaking, bro. Nuno, like last season, he could have easily won Ballon d'Or. Easily. What he done in Nations League as well. Nations League final, he was by far the best player for Portugal.
Great
uppercut, boy.
He's been doing that all day. His style reminds me a little bit of that sort of Lomachenko style. He's not doing it now, but he was doing that jab and pivot and moving around a lot. Now he's going back to the ropes, and when he goes back to the ropes, he's going to land a counter and then pivot out. He didn't pivot out that time.
The problem with Ayoka versus Inoue, I don't feel this fight was going to go the way it was. You know when you got some...
Inoue's trying to put a little show.
Ayoka... This reminds me of what was Liam Smith's last fight?
Can't remember.
It's funny how Ayoka got dropped early.
Yeah.
You know why? Because I actually thought his best moments would have been early.
Yeah.
I just thought once the speed, once the freshness and the youth from Inoue kicked in, then Ayoka his days were done. But Liam Smith's last fight when he lost to that guy is a decent fight, that Irish boy that he fought. It reminds me of this fight in the sense that you are fighting your son or your little brother, but you still think you're better than him.
Yeah.
But the truth is, this guy's better than you now.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And
time.
You're gonna have a mindset where you're gonna realize, this guy's better than me.
Ayoka's nose is bust, boy. They're wiping away the blood and it just comes streaming out.
You know what's crazy about Japanese culture, yeah? Sorry, that's borderline.
That's terrible.
Prejudice. The issue with Japanese culture in boxing is a lot of their fighters, they don't have fighter characters like
they do. I think they do, but their culture is different. It's like Russians. A fighter character in Russia is different.
I was going to get to that. You literally cut me off.
I wouldn't say they don't have fighter characters.
Let me tell you why. Many people from that part of the world, they have different ways they behave.
Yeah.
Like Black Americans, there tends to be a stereotypical Black American mindset.
Yes.
Eastern Europe, stereotypical Eastern Europe mindset. White, British. Then you have the Mexicans or Latin fighters. There isn't like a stereotypical Japanese fighter mindset. Even in the Philippines and Thailand, they tend to have more of a fighting cultural mindset than in Japan. That's why I really wanted to go to see how the culture is, because Inoue is very different to... Inoue is very different to Nakatani. He eased him up.
But even when he dropped him the second time, it was this. He landed a couple and then it was volume. Boom, 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 boom. Once he gets into that flow, it's volume. I think he obviously trains and can't use the shoulder there, ref. He obviously trains with his brother and they have similar styles, but his brother, maybe now is a little bit different as he's older. But with this Inoue, he's winning every minute of this round, but he's still getting walked down. Whereas the other Inoue will hold his feet and get into the exchanges.
I actually think Inoue has a bit more power to keep fighters off him.
That's true, but that's why the older Inoue also gets knocked down, because he will stand in the pocket and trade. But he knows he can win the fight. I mean, he backs himself with the power. This one, he's going to walk backwards, but he's fighting with such style.
This is gonna sound crazy, yeah, but he's actually fighting like a black man.
But it's the modern style.
I don't think every fighter fights like that.
I'm not saying every fighter, but I'm saying
because even the Eastern European fighters, they rely more on a pivot. He's relying a lot on his ability to time and catch shots with his hands and his shoulders. That's a very much American style fight.
Yeah,
like it's black American.
Yeah, well, I mean, American boxers are black American. We can't name 5 top level white American boxers.
True. Fair enough.
Do you know what I'm saying? But we say American boxing. We ain't even got to call that African American. It's just American. American boxing is we're talking about black people. Do you know what I mean?
Caleb Blunt. That's it.
That's it. That's the only person I was thinking of. They are very reserved. Like being loud is looked down upon. 100%.
Yeah, that's true. But but Inoue is quiet and Nakatani is quiet. It's 2 different quiets. Inoue is not humble at all.
No, Inoue is quite braggadocious. Yeah,
very, very, very much so. Like, and he's got a bad boy mindset to him. He got caught with a shot there.
Yeah, he's got caught with shots throughout the fight, but just not enough. Not enough for at any point for him to win a round.
Inoue is gonna have going up the levels. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
His defensive instincts ain't as fast as you think it is.
Yeah.
He's relying a lot on speed defensively, and it's not as fast as he actually think he is. I used to see bare fighters do that. You know, when Mayweather first came up, everybody thought they were Mayweather with a shoulder roll.
Not just that, he's got fast hands. It's when we spoke before when we were having that argument where I said one fighter's faster than the other fighter, and you're like, what do you mean by fast? I think it was Ryan Garcia we were talking about.
Yeah.
He's got fast hands, but he's not got fast shoulders. Or fast head movement, or even particularly fast feet. Do you know what I mean? So when someone's fast at something, even in football, you see this all the time, right? Like in FIFA, you've got the trait for sprint speed or acceleration. What does that mean? Is that acceleration with the ball? Is that acceleration without the ball? Is that off the ball? Is that off the ball movement? Is that what are we talking about?
Madwakey is fast, but you don't have fast feet. That's what keeps running the ball off the pitch.
Yeah.
Like this is like a prime example of what we're talking about.
Yeah, this is it. So I think when you've got fast hands. You know, he's more like an Andy Ruiz blood. I mean, he's got fast hands in the pocket, but it ain't nothing else fast.
Yeah, literally. But he's relying on speed. Like that's why.
Here he is, Nakatani FC, bro. We're gonna see, bro. We're gonna see today because
trust me.
I said Nakatani is gonna have to be like Tyson Fury. F Texas said the first 3 rounds he was utilizing the pivot. To be fair, that's what I said as well. Obviously, Shane wasn't here.
I didn't see that,
but we'll see, because unless Nakatani's got that Tyson Fury trait, which someone said earlier they think he does, where in a bigger fight he can raise the level. If he fights on the same level that he fought the last fight, he's getting pieced up, bro.
I think the most important thing for Nakatani is he has to be disciplined. Like he has to he can't care about entertainment. He can't care about anything else other than just getting the job done.
Yeah.
And it's funny because
it's also about ambition. I don't think this will be Nakatani particularly, but the crowd. It's gonna be interesting to see how much the crowd are there for Nakatani. But when the crowd starts getting onto you, every time Inoue has some moments of success, every time he's getting on top of you and landing these flurries or whatever, the crowd is just gonna.
This is interesting because I think both fights today is gonna be the same.
Yeah.
Inoue, Nakatani, and Benavidez and Zerdo.
Yeah.
Nakatani has what a straight right hand. I actually thought that she rocked him. You know, he fell into the clinch. But when Nakatani has quiet moments, you got to see that as cheers.
Yeah.
Same thing with Zerdo. When they're booing, you got to hear that as cheers.
Yeah.
Because they're here to see the opponent. Do you know what I'm saying? So you got to do things to offset the opponent. I remember when Bivol was fighting, Bivol was fighting Canelo. Whenever it went quiet, you could tell that Canelo was losing the fight.
Yeah.
And that's what you kind of got to like live on. But the thing where the
difficulty is, these men are both Japanese. And with the fight later, they're both Mexican American.
Mm-hmm.
Is when you're going to an away game to a different country or a different culture, and it's not your people, you can kind of embrace or step into that. I'm going to upset this crowd. That's going to feel different when it's also your crowd. It's also your people. Do you know what I'm saying? I think that feels a little bit different. It's easier to step into an environment, Floyd, to come to London or Manchester and want to upset the crowd and silence the crowd. Do you know what I mean? It's going to be a little bit different. So it's going to be interesting.
This is crazy for me because I actually think Inoue is a good fighter, but he's got so much more to go. Like he's got so much. He actually probably he actually probably needs to go to Mexico or something.
Yeah,
like where there's real proper pressure fighters. like go out there and train in Mexico for a few years where you can learn to keep a guy off you. Like that's like Bivol, who's a natural outside back foot fighter.
Yeah.
Well, outside fighter, I wouldn't say back foot. Yeah. But definitely a natural outside.
He's a sideways fighter.
Yeah. He went and trained in Mexico and he went and got in Joe D's and like he was sparring people like Canelo and not Canelo, Benavides and they were over there like Virgil Ortiz. He was in that environment. You know what I'm saying? Because they're gonna be non-stop pressure. Because Japanese...
Also looking at his style, he's assessed early. Later on in my career, when I come up against this style, this could be a problem for me. This is probably
what a great
right hand again. He's proper wobbled there. He's wobbled him with that right hand a couple times. But yeah, like I said, he's obviously noticing, okay, cool, here's where my biggest weakness is going to be. Let me go and get some experience of that. So at least when I step in there in world level, it's not the first time I've ever experienced.
Because Japanese pressure fighters isn't like Mexican pressure fighters.
No.
A lot of Japanese pressure is with... Japanese fighters don't have great high guards. I don't know if I've ever seen a Japanese or any fighter from that part of the world, Japan, China, Thailand, that's got a really good high guard.
You count Philippines in that as well?
Philippines, all of them. Oh. Even Pacquiao didn't have a good high guard. I can't tell you one fighter from that part of the world that had a good high guard. I don't know, maybe you could remember someone. Is there anyone? I can't think of anyone. Even like Nonito Donaire, none of those guys had great high guards. Yeah. And I feel like when you go to Mexico, they get that they do the things where they keep the tennis ball in between the two things, and you got to keep that shit there. Like no matter when you're coming forward and you're on the line and you got to go either side of the line, that tennis ball's got to stay in between the two gloves. Like you seeing stuff like that that'll get your high guard like proper. Like even
I think that Japanese fighters have a little bit more. We see a lot of Filipino fighters that are body dimension wise closer to your stereotypical Mexican fighters. Mexican fighters tend to be quite small, and that's why the high guard works for them, or is like a necessary tool for them. Because a lot of the time they're fighting guys bigger than them, so they're having to employ that high guard to come forwards. I don't know what the philosophy is with. I think that's the thing. I know what to expect from a gym in Mexico. I know what to expect from a gym in Philly. I don't really know what I expect from a Japanese boxing gym. It'd be really interesting to see what is the like you said about the culture, not just of the fans, but what's the boxing culture like in the gyms out there.
Like Nick always talks about the boxing problem and the boxing cultural problem in this country, you know, and the reason why we don't produce pound for pound.
Sam, I said this, we're having this conversation, wild right hand by Inoue there. Sam Noakes was in a fight that was considered fight of the year. I've never seen a British domestic level fighter. He's not domestic level, but he was before that fight of Abdullah Mason. I've not seen a British domestic level fighter spoken about by Max Kellerman and Ring and people of that level in boxing for potential fight of the year, showbiz. Even Shane had that as fight of the year.
Yeah,
for me, I had Callum Smith versus Morrell. For Callum Smith versus Boatsy. But after that, he's not been out again. He's ranked 4th in the belt that he lost. Again, I think it's the IBO.
No, WBO.
WBO. He's ranked 4th. And he's ranked 5th with another governing body. But he's fighting on Sunday night, tomorrow night, at York Hall against Henry Carter, who's British level at best and already has a loss on his record, 15-1. So and Rance had it fight of the year as well. So for me, with British boxing, I want to see, with Ben Whittaker, as much as I don't rate him, when he had a moment that went viral, he built on that straight away.
Facts.
He built on that straight away, and he didn't let it. He used it as much as possible to milk it, and now he's pushed himself to a point where maybe actually he's used it too much to the point where he's biting off more than he can chew at this moment in time. But you know what? Fuck it, we'll go out fighting. Sam and Frank haven't built on this momentum of everyone talking about 100%. You, and he's gone back down to domestic level.
100%.
You should be fighting someone in the top 10, top 15.
I felt like you should have tried to fight someone who's slightly even...
Or go to America. You should have paid the money to get him seen in America.
Or fight him in a fight where he's fighting someone who's... Obviously, this guy's not available, but a name that was like a Luke Campbell. You know, Luke Campbell's known by Americans because he fought a lot of Americans. Yeah. He's known he fought Lomachenko, Ryan Garcia. Fight someone who's past it, but the world knows.
Yes.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yes, you can get credibility off that name.
So you get credibility off that name.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Because as you improve, the performance that like you fighting this guy doesn't get you anywhere, bro.
Yeah.
Like you didn't even like if you learned so many lessons against you don't even have to rebuild because your confidence wasn't shot from that.
No.
You physically wasn't.
If you do exactly that against most fighters outside of maybe 3 or 4 in your weight class, you win. You could do exactly. We're not even looking at you to improve. Abdullah Mason's great, and you've got other guys in that division that are great. We're just looking at you to do exactly that again, but against most of these other names, and you beat them.
Yeah, literally.
I'm just seeing if this is the co-main or not, because I'm sure there was one other before the main, because that's what the man are asking.
I'm pretty sure there was one fight after this.
Yeah. Facts. After the Eubank 1 fight, Connor was in New York 3 days later, milking the attention, building the brand.
No, that's different though. That's different because he didn't end up fighting Regis, so that doesn't count.
No, but the point is, he fought Regis for 15 million.
Yeah, but I'm talking about actually progressing his career.
It don't matter though. That is progressing his career. He progressed his career in a different direction. But what we're talking about is there's different ways for your manager or your team to build a brand off the back of your last fight. When you've got that momentum, you have to build. Do you know what I'm saying? I think we've got one more fight to the main event. What's going on, AB? Yeah, man, I'm chatting. I'm sure there's one more. When I looked at it, they said that there was one more, but I was finding it hard to find that on the card earlier.
Struggling myself.
I had it somewhere, but obviously I don't. You know what the answer is? I don't know. That's the answer. I'm pretty sure there's one more, but
I can check now. You got Boxer Cup.
This is the one I went off before.
Oh, you just go off Boxer. Because the Boxer would tell you.
Boxer moves silly sometimes. Shane, would you rather want the money or the legacy? Shane wants money. Sam needed to be visible after that fight. He just went back into the shadows. 100%.
I don't have a fighter's mindset. I think my fighter should prioritize legacy. But I'm not a fighter.
A genuine question: Do you man know?
Yeah, there's one fight after.
Yeah, there's one more fight. Do you man?
Tekai. I've never heard of him.
We don't care about that. It's another fight. Shane, you've got a question here. Do you know Terry Chapendama? Because I've listened to his podcast a lot, and you understand how boxing works in a similar way to him, especially navigating boxing careers.
Never heard.
No, we'll check him out.
I will check him out.
Tell him to chat. I hope you go in his comment section and say, "Have you heard of OnlyFacts?"
Yeah, trust me, I never heard of him. To be honest with you, the way we, it's funny you say that, and I'll say this like
public.
Oh, I've seen this guy before. You know, I've seen him before. Yeah, I've seen him before. Yeah. I would say honestly, bro, I don't think anybody, like, honestly, in my mind, I don't think anyone, like. There's people who are on a like similar level to me, but when it comes down to like actually being 10 toes in the field when it comes to boxing, I don't think many people can actually chat to us still. Like, I'll be so real because it's like one is a blend of personalities and a mesh of that, but you got to also understand, like, between the two of us, like, a third of our life has been in boxing. Well, for me, a third of Nick as well. Boy, I'm not gonna go into. He used to box before, but a third of my life has been in producing boxing content. 1/3 of my life. So it doesn't like. If I was to compare myself to other people, I just don't think it's fair because it's easy to just. Not him personally. I don't know if he's got a YouTube channel, so I'm not going to disrespect him. But it's easy just to start a YouTube channel and talk in front of a camera. But it's about what you've done in it, like what I've done and what we've done.
I think it's about intentions as well. Yeah, there are people that do. There are people that are probably more entertaining than us. The people like showbiz. If you're just done for pure entertainment, showbiz is going to wear silly outfits, fancy coloured lights, better camera quality, and he's going to jump up and down and do crazy shit. But he's not going to give you an insight. We've seen Showbiz on the bag and he can't throw a jab. He's not going to. I've never seen Showbiz give me actual insight. Showbiz does stuff. I'm not shitting on Showbiz because I don't dislike him. But for example, he's going to put out a video saying, "Here's why Ryan Garcia is going to beat Devin." And the next day you're going to open Instagram and there's going to be a video that says, "Here's why Devin's going to beat Ryan Garcia."
It's like,
so it's just a like, pure algorithm game.
Also, them man are.
I don't think you can learn anything from watching their channel.
Facts. That's a fact. But also, them man are. They have, as you said, it's intention. Them, when you're paid, and it might happen to us eventually, like maybe when we're earning like tens of thousands of pounds a month.
You just said you'd pick money over legacy, so there you
go. Exactly. Like when we're earning tens of thousands of pounds, then maybe our content isn't going to be as is it going to be the same as today? Like, but right now we don't have no opinions. We don't have no biases towards anything, bro.
What I enjoy about this channel the most, or like what, not just people saying, I enjoy the show, blah, blah, that's fire. But what I enjoy the most is when people say, oh, you lot taught me something about boxing I didn't know. I really enjoy that for me personally.
100%. And also, you got to understand, bro, like, there's a certain, when we talk about culture in, like, with the Japanese culture, we're talking about it because it plays a big part into the person and the fighter who we're watching. And, like,
whenever you don't think, I've been involved in football kind of agency, that side of things, boxing obviously the same. If you don't think that that's true, because mostly when we have a lot of white people view the show and we talk about race and culture, they get defensive because that's what white men do. But when you see and understand that, it plays a bigger part than people realize.
Facts. And I'm not just speaking from the outside looking in. When all of them great fighters were coming from Eastern Europe, I went to Eastern Europe and saw it. I went to the gyms, I went to the amateur setup. When all them fighters were coming from down south in America, I went down south to the gym. I went to Philly. I went there. So I'm talking about things that I actually went and seen for myself. There's a cultural difference.
But also, away from boxing, we're both interested in culture. We're both interested in history and culture. If you come to my living room after we shoot the show, we're there for all hour and a half chatting to our brethren and housemates or whatever, just about culture, history, politics, whatever it might be. Just generally content that probably Samson's going to shout at us and say, why is it not on the channel? Which is a good point. But do you know what I mean? And to this point, when we first started working together, and I said to you, my boy at work knows Sam Noakes, we might get him on the channel. My first, not criticism, but I don't know if you remember this. This is like 2 years ago.
I remember.
I said to you, one of the issues I have with some of these British men is they're very, very proud to be working class. I remember the first time Sam Noakes fought a European level. He fought a tough Frenchman that hadn't been stopped before, and he beat him. I think it was the first fight he won on points and not by stoppage. And the next day on Instagram, Sam was posting himself working on the building site. The following Sunday morning, these men from Kent, that reform country, yeah, they take a lot of pride in being working class. They don't want to be showy. He doesn't want to come out with a rapper. He doesn't want to wear a chain.
I mean,
he doesn't want that. But the problem with that is that when you have this great moment, there's a lot of artists. I'll give you an analogy. 50 Cent said Lloyd Banks would make good music, but he wouldn't go out and promote the music. He wouldn't go on radio. He wouldn't shop the music around. 50 Cent would release a record and push it. And Whitaker pushing his brand, Conor Ben pushing his brand.
I mean, Ricky Hatton spoke about that. He said, when we got paid, when Mayweather got paid for his fight, he was with the chains and Rolexes. We both come from the same poor area, but I'd go to the pint and have a pint with the mates and the guys down the pub. Mayweather ain't doing that. He's showing off 20 on the wrist. The
point of Ricky Hatton making money is to go have a pint with his mates and buy around. The point of Mayweather making money is to not be around the people he grew up with. He don't want to be around these people. This is why Mayweather's fucking lost. He's gonna go and take his millions and go and live out in the Hollywood Hills with a bunch of white people that don't like him. There's the same problem that Kanye has, all these kind of people. Why the fuck would someone like Kanye from Chicago be living in the Hollywood Hills? For what? No one likes you here. You don't play golf. Do you know what I'm saying? Like Grant said, them man take their pride in battered Reebok classics and that. It's facts, 100%. They don't want to do that job. Do you know what I mean? And that's why he's probably not called for. I don't know. Just looking at his character, maybe I'm wrong, but I don't know that he's called Frank and said, "What the fuck is this? What's this fight? Where's this guy? Where's Lopez? Where's these big names at 140? What's going on?" I don't know that he's done that necessarily. Do you know what I mean?
Hundreds.
It's kind of like I had the shot, it didn't pay off. Okay, and that's it. And he might be 50 in the pub saying to people, "See that legend Abdullah Mason? I fought that guy once.
Yeah,
once upon a time."
Abdullah Mason's fighting Cordina. You should actually be fighting Cordina.
Yes,
you should actually be fighting Cordina.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like British fighting
crowd, by the way.
But yeah, you Let
me go through some of these comments. What are you guys' thoughts on Errol Spence return versus Tim Tszyu? Errol's gonna die. We're gonna watch Errol die in real time.
Well, maybe not. You know, I'm not. He probably is, but I'm glad. Oh, my man's getting. Oh, York is getting pieced up right now.
Whatever car brand Spence died in. If I was Tim Tszyu, I'd come in with that on my belt, blood, on my belt line, bro.
Truth be told, Tim Tszyu's got monster mentality. No matter what you say about this guy's got monster mentality. So you can say he's damaged goods physically, but he ain't damaged goods mentally.
He's a dangerous fighter.
Errol Spence. It took him 4 years to come back to boxing.
I don't know that this is a good comeback.
Mentally, I don't even know if he's really there. He should have got something to get his confidence back. You know what I'm saying? Like, Tim Zoo's not damaged mentally.
Even though Shane said if AJ needs a confidence builder, he shouldn't be fighting. But anyway.
No, that's different though. That's so different to this. That is so different to this. You man hit the like button, hit the subscribe button.
Terry is a coach. I believe that's he's quite well known in UK boxing. I genuinely think your knowledge and his knowledge is similar and the same. That all three of you educate your viewers. That's fine.
I mean, shout out to Terry. Like, if he does good content. The problem is we've done 55 episodes of OnlyFacts Sports. We've never had anybody ever on the show, and the reason why is because if we do have someone on the show,
no one from the world of boxing.
No one from the world of boxing. If we have someone on the show, we're not stopping the show to interview you. I don't interview people. We have people ask us to interview them, but we don't interview people. We have a show, and we're kind of when this is one thing I will give DR Sports credit. Like, when we were on DR Sports, that was one thing where I felt like when me and Nick was on the channel with Laurie and James, one thing DR was doing was selling a product and trying to build personalities on the platform. Do you know what I'm saying? We're not expressions, we're not like KG, but raw, that hurt Ayoka. But they try to build people's character. So now we're at a stage where we're trying to build our character. We're not going to bring someone else here to then just turn the attention, because us with 50,000 subscribers and IFL TV with 50,000 subscribers looks different, because they're 50,000.
It'd be harder for us to get to 50,000. We ain't gonna have to cook a lot of these. I mean, the Kinahans ain't gonna give us no money. MTK ain't gonna give us no money. All these men ain't gonna give us no money. That's what I'm saying.
But when their 50,000 looks different to our 50,000.
Yeah, because their 50,000 is interviews.
Yeah, so they haven't sold themselves.
Yeah.
So Rants walking down the street is gonna get stopped by more
good people. 2-piece. This is last 10 seconds. Is he gonna go look for a finisher? Nah, he's gonna back.
Rants is gonna get stopped by more people to take a picture than Coogan does, but Coogan has 1 million subscribers.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So
I wouldn't even say engagement farmers. I believe these guys are paid on the slide to promote.
Yeah, they are. No. They're definitely.
We know that. But I'm saying it was the engagement farming first. The fight's over, by the way. Inoue.
Yeah, fact. That's the order of events.
Yeah, they do the promotional stuff first. They do the engagement farming first, and then they go and get the big deals.
Yeah, of course.
Because to be fair to Showbiz, he's been around for a while. It's not like he just did this. He's not like certain artists.
Like, the show I do watch is the Boxing Voice. They're slightly different.
Yeah, them man are different. Now I just saw Turkey post on Insta that Crawford in the caption. Yeah, did you see Turkey begging Crawford for a fight? Did you see it?
Yeah, if I was Crawford, I'd say, yeah, cool, give me 100 million. Give me 200 million.
Crawford's not like that. And Crawford, like I said, Crawford, Ward, they're not like these man. I don't know if Crawford's religious, but I know Ward's deeply religious.
Yeah, son of God, isn't it?
It's not the money thing, bro. I've made the decision. And Crawford, I feel like he don't speak about these things, but I reckon he's one of them, not quite an eye-tool man, but you can't. It'll probably, although I want money, it's gonna make me uncomfortable that I'm compromising my morals for Babylon. No, do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, no,
that makes me the more money you offer me, the more I'm turned off.
Yeah,
because Turkey don't know how to chat to black man.
Yeah,
you might have a better chance chat to someone like Crawford, like, bro, that's because you know you'd lose the rematch. Crawford don't want to he knows he's gonna lose.
No, money ain't gonna help him.
Money ain't gonna help him.
Like, certain man don't sell their back, yeah.
No.
That's the problem with Turkey, innit?
Turkey's a one-trick pony.
He genuinely thinks money solves everything, and not for everybody, bro. Yeah. Especially not for black people. That's why we're so poor.
100%. This is why we need to raise the floor, not the ceiling. If we had another 100 black billionaires, that wouldn't help black people out at all.
Facts.
So Nakatani to keep that distance, use his lead hand and set up the left hand. Oh yeah, that was Ahmad. We'll come back to that. The problem is
his feet is too slow to do that. So.
We'll come back to that. We'll come back to the keys to victory and all the rest of it. When Brian Garcia popped, there is no reason why these guys should have defended him heavy unless it was fine.
I don't think a lot of them defended him. I just felt like the narrative was shit on Haney. And people are just going to follow and feed the narrative.
It's not just that. You got to understand, the rising tide raises all ships. If I have a YouTube channel that is in the world of boxing, AJ is going to build the channel. Fury is going to build the channel. Devin, Ryan, there's maybe 10 names that are going to build the channel. We can put videos out about Ashaki Foster. We can put videos out about Sam Noakes. We can put videos out about Crick and Bealey. Man, I ain't watching these videos. There's 10 names that are going to grow the channel. And I need these guys, Tank. I need these guys in boxing. So if Tank beats up his baby mum, Tank kills his baby mum, I want him back in boxing, not me, Nicholas Joseph Francis, because I want Tank out of boxing. But if I need him in boxing so that there's more money in boxing generally. Do you know what I'm saying? When AJ was at his peak,
yeah, facts.
when
AJ,
after AJ killed after AJ beat Klitschko, AJ could have shot someone in the street and man would have wanted him back in boxing because everybody makes more. The promoters make more money. The fighters on the undercard make more money. Any boxer, YouTubers, any boxer that's around,
was down.
No boxer that was around, especially in Matchroom in the AJ era, dislikes AJ because Tony Bellew made more money because of AJ. Usyk's made more money because of AJ. Tyson Fury's made more money because of AJ. Everybody around. Jerome Miller popped dirty and never fought AJ, but has made more money in his career because of his attachment to AJ. So everybody wants this person in the world of boxing. We are not like that because we go by the credibility of what's right and what's fair. But everybody else, you're not wrong if you run a business attached to boxing.
More than that, yeah. Because there's a guy who says in a rap battle, you don't blame your failures on the fact that you stay true to hip hop when your failures are your failures. The truth is, I look at it like this, yeah. The chances of me, and please don't interrupt me because I always go on tangents. The chance of me achieving or succeeding in this life of YouTube is slim. It is slim. The chance of me getting to 1 million subscribers is very slim. But I have to ask myself, if I'm going to fail, I want to fail doing it my way. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, if there's no point compromising your credibility and who you are as a person and still not end up reaching the pinnacle. That's why people like Ade, that's why people like Showbiz, that's why people like Dev Sani or whoever who's made it, and you can say, oh, they may have or may not. I'm not saying they sold out, but may have or may not have sold out. Those people, I can say, well, at least they sold out and they made money from it. These men are eating a big piece of food. But if you're just doing it and you got 1,000 subscribers, 2,000 subscribers, you're pretty much sucking dick for nothing. You know what I'm saying? Like, you might as so in my opinion, I'm like, if I'm gonna be on 1,000 subscribers, I'm gonna be on 1,000 subscribers saying whatever the hell I wanna say, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Because there's no guarantee that me sucking off these man's gonna get me anyway. So there's no point in me doing that. As my boy says, dick riding ain't a great form of transportation.
Facts. You can leave your job. I know a man that's left their job making 50, 60K to sell crack. They never made 60K selling crack. Do you know what I'm saying? So it was a bad investment. Do you know what I'm saying?
I know a man that left their job working in Sainsbury's to sell drugs. And guess what? They made more money in Sainsbury's.
You know what I mean? 100%. It makes sense. It doesn't make no sense, bro. Do you know what I mean? My man said the killer hands. It's facts, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? It's facts. The whole mindset of Queensbury is why Queensbury's promotion is suffering. Not just Queensbury promotion. That's why British boxers don't do that well.
Pound for pound.
They don't make it to pound for pound, and they don't even often make it to world champions. I mean, we've been through an era outside of heavyweight. Queensbury's very heavyweight dominated. Do you know what I'm saying? That's where they're putting all their money. This is why you need a manager like a Connolly. Do you know what I mean? Now, Keith Connolly, we can criticize him, but you need a manager that's really going to analyze the landscape. In British boxing, there are two promoters. It's A or B. Do you know what I'm saying? You got to analyze who's got the better relationships at 140, who's got the better fighters, who's got the better opportunities to go and fight in America.
There has to be a great amount of talent ID. So when Alex Krasuk brings through all of these Ukrainian fighters, he can say, cool, where us as a people are going to put all our money behind these fighters because these guys are going to make it. These men are going to make it, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? So he's eating a big piece of food from Usyk, Lomachenko, Vodzik. He made he was that guy. Do you know what I'm saying? He pieced together. Same thing with Vadim and what he does with Bivol and Akhmadaliyev and Majimov. Like the same thing. Heyman. These men have a great talent ID. Do you know what I'm saying? So you can put all your money behind a certain thing. Unless you're Eddie Hearn who does fights in so many different markets, you have to really know that what you have is quality. Because the truth is, you can't just sign any and anyone. That's the problem that British boxing has right now, is the fact that the quality in this country is very, very low. So remove Eddie Hearn, because Eddie Hearn's best fighters all come from outside of England. His top 5 fighters, maybe top 10 fighters, all come from outside of England.
Probably got Crocker in there, maybe 10th. He's a world champion.
I think I can name 10 fighters that he has better than. With Frank. All his fighters are British. So then, really and truly, you have no pound for pound fighter.
Stuff like that.
But he's not pound for pound.
No.
You know what I'm saying? He's not pound for pound.
And neither Sam. But what I'm saying, my issue is the ambition of Sam. I think that a lot of English fighters don't really. First of all, they don't really have. I'm not saying Sam was always going to be a world champion. I'm not saying that. But English fighters don't have great talent ID in themselves. So I'm saying they don't have the market to really know. They don't travel enough, all the rest of it. Like, so in football, we've got great markets. You're coming from a certain academy. We've got the youth FA Cups. We've got things where we can benchmark you.
Sam
Noakes growing up probably never believed he could be a world champion.
Probably not.
So when he got the world title shot, it was kind of like it would be nice if I won. But he didn't believe he was going to win. Do you know what I'm saying? But he gave a great account of himself, and that's why he's comfortable walking away. Not walking away, but walking away from the world level table. If there's a table of all the world level fighters, not world champions, but all the fringe world level guys, I'm putting the yard at that table.
Have you been with the Japanese girl before?
Have I been with a Japanese girl?
Yeah.
Nah. I like Japanese girl, though.
They got a little something about them that I could say, you know what? Like,
if you see a Japanese girl in body, it's not.
Because I was gonna say, like, them girl are kind of small, so they'll get dealt with in a workhouse. But do you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know.
They're also used to getting beat by them kind of man.
Swear down.
Well, they're not used to getting beat by us.
Oh, fair enough. But
so it means there'll be a different.
Is there like thick girl over there?
Not many, but when you see one,
it's fire.
Fuck up,
that's why them Blasian fucking are mad, bro.
Yeah. They've got some little Japanese iggies over there.
Swear down. But I heard they got Japanese dancehall over there, bro. That Japanese dancehall parties over there.
You got Japanese one with the snapback backwards, rolling a spliff.
Swear down. That's mad still. It's mad. I'm not gonna lie, but I want to go to Japan still. No cap, I want to go to Japan.
Yeah, 100%. Young Inoue performance. He will learn a lot from this fight.
100,
yeah, true.
100. He's young, innit? And the thing is, it's difficult because someone like that who has a brother who's achieved so much, it's easy for you to be in his shadow. But I feel like the culture's different over there. Like, it's not like the Charlo brothers, for example.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like, these, or even Benavides and his brother. Like, the truth is, or the Smith brothers. Like,
the Italian brothers.
Yeah. Like, I don't think pressure's just diverted down. Like, you almost have to earn the right to have pressure behind you. Like, these men ain't backing you because you're my brother. You have to be back because you're good. Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
you mean in Japan or elsewhere?
In Japan.
Yeah.
In Japan, man, bro, this guy would probably go down the street and don't even care about you. Like, Inoue had to really earn the right for them to respect him over there. Do you know what I'm saying? And they ain't just gonna respect you because you're Inoue's brother.
That one's it's just like a lot of volume. Someone said, shout out to you for this comment as well. Big up, guys. Please upload your podcast to Spotify.
That's our next step. We're working on a few things, but obviously, if you've seen,
that knockdown.
That was a great uppercut. Yeah. Knockdown on the back foot as well. You know why that's so difficult to do? Because you don't actually, once he throws that jab, you don't actually know what's coming off the back of it.
Yeah.
Back of that. And you don't know where the range is. So that's a great shot.
Yeah. I think you're being flattered with your analysis there. Coaches are on dust-ups and getting paid early. That's why a lot of fighters aren't ready for high-level comps.
No, that's a complete... I
think you are being flattering with your analysis. Flattering? In what way? Who are we flattering?
Yeah. Elaborate on that.
What do you mean we're being flattering? What do you mean by that?
I'll keep...
We're waiting for the co-main, by the way. Yeah.
I'll keep it real with you, Samson. The biggest problem in Britain is the coaches don't have really any authority over their gyms, and that's the problem. Like, the coaches just don't have authority over their gym.
I think a lot of people. I think a bigger problem, not a bigger problem, but I think a problem is that people are just not ambitious.
That's another thing.
I think people are just not.
And ambitious. Also, fighters are starting too late in this country as well. That's what.
How many? You said that Bivol went to Mexico to train with the Mexicans.
When he was, that was already when he's a world champion, by the way.
Yeah, so he's already a world champion. He's at the pinnacle. He's already one of the best, but he's still going to sharpen his skills. I made a prediction to you and Ricky 2 years ago. I said British boxers, especially if you are a knockout artist, they will just get you knocking people out until you can't knock someone out. And once you can't knock someone, once you have that first fight where you don't knock someone out, your career is pretty much over.
Pretty much.
We've seen that with Sam. Do you know what I'm saying? That you can't, I'm going to look at the rankings at what is he, 135, 135? I'm going to look at the rankings for 135. You can't tell me that there's not
a prime example of that is Fabio Wardley. Like the way they're moving Fabio Ward, now he's lucky because he's a heavyweight. But if you actually think about it, he's a good fighter. But really and truly, he's still really got the same coach that he's had from the beginning. Like he's just moving through the level, just knocking man out, and eventually until he can't knock man out no more. There is,
out first.
Do you know what I'm saying? Like for me, I just don't feel like
it's different. It's different because he's a heavyweight.
That's what I'm saying. It's different because he's a heavyweight, but you can't have that mindset all the way through the ranks. Like what people forget is the best fighter that we've had in this country in the last 10 years is Fury. And Fury said, after already being a world champion, you know what? I'm going to go to another country and strengthen my skills. How many fighters are doing that, bro? How many, bro? The coaching quality in this country is shit, fam. I'm telling you, bro. It's so dead, bro.
I literally sent Shane a video of Adam Booth saying that he told Josh Kelly the mission is to become world champion and then just make as much money as you can.
That's the idiot thing.
You know, once you're world champion, no one can take it away from you. Bro, you got Crawford, I want undisputed. You've got Bam, I'm going up to test my weight at a weight I might fight in the future. Then I'm going to come down and make undisputed. And then when I'm undisputed, I'll go back to the weight and fight the top guys there. Cool. Then you've got Devin, youngest undisputed champion of all time. Do you mean every time he goes up, he's looking? You got Benavidez moving from 168 to 175 and fighting some of the harder fighters at 175, the hardest fights he could get at that time, and then jumping up 25 pounds or 20 pounds
and fighting the best,
fighting the hardest person straight away. Fighting who's the best. These men are coming in the room. When have you ever been? Typically, when you walk down the roads and you see someone that thinks they're bad, they look for the smallest, weakest guy to assert their authority. Right. Benavidez is walking in the room saying, "Yo, who's the biggest, baddest man in this room right now? Who's the biggest, baddest man in this room right now?" Right. And let me assert my authority.
Josh Kelly's already told you what his plan is. Unfortunately for Josh Kelly, the biggest money is the toughest fights. Like they're trying to make Fondora versus Josh Kelly. That actually might be biblical still. That actually might be biblical.
If I'm just looking at the rankings now, with WBO, obviously Sam Noakes is ranked number 4. That's the belt that he fought for. There's WBC. In WBC is ranked number 5. Do you know what I mean? There's fights there, bro. Do you know what I'm saying?
Raw, they stripped Shakur Stevenson. Oh yeah, they did, innit?
Yeah.
They did.
Yeah. So you got Zapata there, you got Roach there, you got Andy Cruz there. Andy Cruz is coming off of a loss. Do you know what I mean? Andy Cruz are probably and what we've just seen of Andy Cruz, I'm looking at fighters. I'm not saying that Sam Noakes can beat Andy Cruz, but I'm looking at fighters and saying, right, Andy Cruz, okay.
Nah, Andy Cruz will fuck him up.
I hear you. But I'm just looking at routes to where you can go. Okay, we're looking at you fighting Murataya. Your style is very good, but you struggle to impose it. Are we seeing a route there? Is there a route to victory there? Then you've got the guys that are lower down.
But you got what's it called there? It's Schofield's there as well.
Floyd Schofield, but he's been unreliable, pulled out of fights. Do you know what I'm saying? But yeah, like these are the kind of names. These are the kind of names to me that you got to be fighting some of these, man. I don't even know who Jordan White is.
I don't know who that is neither.
But the fact that I don't know who he is, 2 losses,
I don't know who that
28, 2 losses. Do you mean? But these are the
I just want to see the actual rankings.
The actual rankings.
Yeah, go back quick.
Cool.
Scroll down. You got Andy Cruz, Maxell still fighting raw. Joe Cordina's ranked higher raw.
Mm-hmm.
To be fair, it's the guys from 130 that's coming up to 135, like Shaki.
But them, I'm still talking about Sam Noakes here. I'm not looking at Foster and these kind of guys. Do you mean? But you can't tell me that there are not winnable names. If you just,
you could have fought Zapata.
But I still think Zapata's like not too much of a challenge. But we don't even need to go that hard. I think there's easy.
Like Tevin Farmer.
Tevin Farmer's not in this list though. There's what I'm saying is I'm looking at someone that's
in this list. Tevin Farmer's only not on this list because he's probably just not been active. But Tevin Farmer is probably better than a lot of those men that you're looking at there.
But this is what I'm saying.
Farmer
as a promoter, I don't want Tevin Farmer because it's difficult to promote.
What about Jojo Diaz?
Maybe Jojo Diaz, he's not in this list. What I'm saying is, if I go and fight Gabriel Flores Jr., I can tell the world when I'm promoting this that when is the last time Frank sat in front of the British fans and said, this guy we're flying over to England to fight Sam Noakes is ranked top 10 in the world. He is top 10 in the world. Now, you might know that Tevin Farmer's better than this guy. You might know that Jojo Diaz is better than this guy. But the British public don't know that. The British public, when you're promoting a fight They're
But the last time they did that with Nick Ball and they tried to say, oh yeah, Brandon Figueroa is the top 5 fighter in the world.
Figueroa beat him.
That's what I'm saying.
But I'm saying at least he beat it, but at least it's that has credibility to Figueroa's name. It's not like they bought some...
They ain't promoting Figueroa, they're promoting Nick Ball, blood. It's risk, fam. It's risk, fam. They can't risk.
We said that Figueroa could be a difficult fight.
I actually thought Figueroa might win, but...
That's what I'm saying. I'm saying there's man here. You're saying Tevin Farmer. Why would I get someone like Tevin Farmer who's harder than this, but not ranked? I might as well take an easier fight against someone that's ranked. Then I can build the name back up again. Do you know what I'm saying? All you have to do, not all you have to do, but find people that have either fought, people that have fought Shakur Stevenson, like you said, Zepeda. Find people that have fought Abdullah Mason, people that have fought Morataya, people that have fought Javante Davis, and then you can build off the back of that because the names, you can just translate those names. But you're going to fight Henry Carter.
Never heard of it.
On a
I just think you should have fought Joe Cordina. I don't know why that fight never happened. That fight should be an easy fight because it's two British fighters. Joe Cordina's passed it. Why that fight not happening?
Yeah, as I think the fighters have ambition, maybe not the top level, but you see guys who have fights way too early because it earns the gym's money.
I don't think they have fights way too early.
I think in the case of Sam Noakes, you can't say that because it was fight of the year and he was very, very close to winning it. So you can't say.
Fam, don't tell me they're doing this shit again.
It's Japan, innit? The co-main shit, so we're not even going to talk about it. I don't know who it is. I can't even bother to Google it. It's just some Japanese man. I don't know. White collar boxing culture is rampant. The thing is, not even just white collar boxing. It's oh no, they're going to bring what's that? Man in the pros fight like it's white collar blood.
They got like cute faces, isn't it?
The Japanese guy.
Yeah.
Do you know what it's a Japanese guy? But gal in that side of the world, they take their beauty very serious. Do you know what I'm saying? Like they ain't leaving the house not done. They ain't leaving the house. Do you mean they take it the way that like Caribbean things might be done on a Sunday best thing? That's easy every day.
Fairs.
They're like that every day. I agree with you guys. He doesn't beat anyone ranked higher than him. That's irrelevant to my point because I didn't ask him to fight anyone ranked higher than him. With the WBC or WBO, the only people ranked higher than him are Chavez, Zepeda, Joe Cordina, and Abdullah Mason, who's already fought.
And I think he can beat Joe Cordina.
I didn't even ask for any of that.
He can fight.
I'm just saying I didn't ask for that. I'm looking at Albert Bell. I'm looking at Joshua Pagan. I'm looking at Floyd Schofield.
Isn't Herrera signed to flipping Queensbury? I'm 99% sure Herrera is signed to Queensbury. I'm pretty sure Herrera is signed to Queensbury. I'm almost certain he's signed to Queensbury.
Doesn't spell that wrong.
Yeah, no, that's right. They spelled it right. I'm pretty sure he's signed to Queensbury. He's a Queensbury fighter. He's actually, he's a Queensbury fighter.
Yeah. So I said Josh, like an idiot. Yeah, but Queensbury ain't going to put them two up against each other.
I know.
But yeah. These are the fighters that I'm saying. I'm not asking to fight people that's ranked higher than him. I'm asking to fight someone that's still ranked in the top 15. If you are near world level, name me another fighter. Benavidez is fighting Zerdo, who's a world champion. What vacant belts are there?
Where?
In any division. Who's fighting for a vacant belt?
Well, there's a vacant WBO belt, I think, in middleweight.
Okay, cool. Let me look at that. What I'm trying to say is, okay, cool.
They ain't stripped Janovic yet. So the vacant WBC in middleweight.
Cool.
The IBF, sorry. IBF.
Yeah, cool. What I'm saying is, if Amari Jones and Aaron McKenna fight for the vacant belt, and Amari Jones wins, why would Aaron McKenna go down to domestic level? You should stay fighting at least fringe world level.
Facts.
Boazzi lost to Callum Smith. Mm-hmm. His next fight shouldn't be back to domestic level.
Who was his next fight after? I ain't fought since then.
He's not fought. But people are saying they want to see him fight people. David Morrell.
That was the same as Yard though, because when Yard lost to Kovalev.
No. The difference is like this. I said vacant belt. Yard was going to fight Kovalev. Kovalev was the guy. We already knew Kovalev was the guy. Kovalev was a world champion and a well-established world champion. He lost to Beterbiev, who's a well-established world champion. Sam Noakes lost to Abdullah Mason, who still was an up and comer, is still a prospect, and for a vacant title. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's what I'm saying, bro. You've gone for a vacant title. You've got to be still mixing it at world level, bro.
Fact.
Or fringe world level. It ain't got to be the top guys. No one's asking Sam Noakes to go and fight these top guys. No one's expecting that, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? No one's expecting to fight Shakur Stevenson or Javonte Davis or Murataya or even Andy Cruz. No one's asking him for any of that, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? But you can't tell me you can't beat some of these, man. Mitchell Smith and these, man. He could beat these, man, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Mitchell Smith, 33 years old. Someone like Mitchell Smith, bro, these are the kind of man that he's got fighting, bro.
I don't even care, bro.
I'm just telling you.
The thing with Sam Noakes is why it doesn't really bother me is because he's a good fighter and he'll be in good fights, but really and truly, like, he's just unfortunate. Like, it's too late for him.
But I'm not just talking about him. Like, I'm using him as an allegory for other people.
I also think
that Mitchell Smith is also, by the way, with Queensbury. So that's a fight that can get made, bro. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's dumb.
I'm not like, as you know what I mean? I've actually fought Zach Parker after Callum Smith. Fuck, we forgot about that fight.
Oh yeah, that was so shit.
Horrible.
When Zach Parker got robbed, didn't it?
Yeah.
Them fights that we go live for, I try to keep them out my mind. Just try to
Japanese girl are always on point. Maybe not always. Japanese girls don't have nice teeth as well. Some of them have their teeth. Their teeth kind of fucked up. But the way in England people got fucked up teeth as well. Hasn't the co-main finished? No. Started. Do you guys watch the championship? No, I don't watch Spurs and them, man. Maybe Gary Russell Jr. See, now you're Gary Russell Jr. will kill him.
And Gary Russell Jr. is inactive, but he's at his best will probably beat. What's it called?
At his best, he'll definitely beat him. At his best, he'll definitely beat him.
At his best, he'll definitely.
Do you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying.
I don't know where he is now. Gary Russell Jr. is coaching his brother, blood.
I'm talking about fights that are going to rebuild you technically, teach you something, and prepare you to be back at world level.
But what is his ambition, though?
That's exactly what I'm saying. The fighters don't have the ambition. Do you know what I'm saying? You might see the comment about, yeah, well, we can talk. I don't even know. He put a comment earlier about the Zerdo fight, but we're going to be live, DJ Mikey. But I don't know if I want to even talk about that now because we're going to be live for that.
We spoke about it at depth in the podcast.
It's on the podcast, but also, like, I don't want to dead the chat that we're going to have later because we're going to be doing this all again later. Do you know what I'm saying? So,
I mean, we haven't spoken about this fight in this live because someone had a question about Inoue in this live, bro. Inoue and Nakatani and like keys to someone asked.
Yeah, go on, yeah, keys to victory. Yeah, I'm at the other ask.
Yeah, we've you lot bring your questions about.
Should have asked you to get me some milk. I need some cereal.
Bring your questions about Inoue and Nakatani. For me, the problem that someone mentioned on Nakatani to just fight off the outside and fight like
Samson, you're annoying me. You said I think Zepeda beats him. Zepeda was not in the list of fighters I asked him.
Why are you talking about this nigga?
I'm just saying. He's not in the list. Go on.
But yeah, as I was saying, when it like Nakatani's feet is too slow to just fight off the outside. Like he could do that if he was willing to like hold and hug and tie up, but his tie up game ain't strong enough. Do you know what I'm saying? When your feet's slower than the guy you're fighting against and who's going to be coming forward, then if when they're coming forward, you either have to have pop to keep them from coming forward, or when they do come forward and they break that first line of engagement. That's what it is, because you're talking about keeping them on the outside. When they transition and they break the first line of engagement, you then have to decide what you're going to do. You're going to either have to hit them with something that's going to make them wary to break the first line engagement. You're going to have fast enough feet to transition out. So when they transition in, you can either spin them, turn left, turn right, or reverse, or do something with your feet to keep yourself away. I think that's what Nakatani is going to do, but his feet's not fast enough. Other fighters whose feet ain't fast enough, like a Klitschko, like when Klitschko fought Povetkin. Povetkin's feet's faster than Klitschko. When Povetkin was slipping in and slipping underneath his shots, Klitschko didn't take steps back. He took steps forward, which was counterproductive at the time. But what happened was, when your speed is coming forward and I'm on top of you, pause, I can just tie you up and do the work. That's why the fight ended up being messy. And you look at a lot of guys who fought Sean Porter, a lot of the things would they use the same mindset. Like Errol Spence tried, Crawford done the same thing. Unless you got something to stop them at the front door. Like you got my boy Jeff always used to say, you need to people like Inoue, you need to have them paying an admission fee to come on the inside. Do you know what I'm saying? Like you got to pay a heavy admission fee. A heavy admission fee. And the issue with that is Nakatani, he does have good punch power, but I don't know if he's got the punch power to keep him off. I could be wrong though.
That's what I was going to ask. Can Nakatani crack? And can he crack enough? Do you mean?
It's about a crack. It's about crapping. It's about cracking enough. I mean, Inoue can get touched still. Pause.
I don't think Floyd's going for beats him, but yeah. Forgot this on so early. What round are we in? It's not even on yet. We're on the co-main. We're about to watch the co-main. Take versus Wang, and then we're going to have the main event.
Never heard of none of these niggas.
Inoue, it has the experience of big level fights. I think he'll win because of that experience, the ability to go through the gears.
That experience is very valuable, but skill is very important as well, and he's just better.
I'm worried Inoue gets careless. I don't think that Inoue. We need to see Inoue fight Ahmed Aliyev and just do a Devin Haney impression. You know what I'm saying? So
discipline the whole way.
He can. I think that Inoue, when we're talking about experience, I think that he's really good at knowing when to mix it and when to be disciplined. And
I don't even think there's a like. I understand if you were to say that if he was fighting Tank. Or if he was fighting someone like...
That's why this comment is not as relevant when you say we've seen him get dropped. We've seen him get dropped, and every time he gets dropped, he gets up and wins. Mm-hmm. And he's not... If he does get dropped, he gets dropped to flash knockdowns. That can lose him a round, but he can win that round back. Win the fight back. He can win the fight back. Win that round back the next round. He could just round to get that back. With Nakatani... here comes rants. With Nakatani, it's not that he can't crack, but he's not knocking him out one bang. If he's down, he can get up.
He's not a Marquez team.
Yeah. Junto can't crack. Inoue has shown he can get caught clean with big shots. Yeah, it's been shown he can get caught clean with big shots, but who's ever stopped him?
I think he gets caught with big shots with guys that hit harder than Nakatani anyway.
That's what I'm saying.
I think Neri hits harder than Nakatani. Yep. I think
even your Cardenas and stuff hit.
Cardenas probably is harder than Nakatani. Yeah. In fact, no, Cardenas is harder than Nakatani. And Nonito Donet definitely hits harder than Nakatani.
That's my issue. That's my issue. It's not that he can't crack, but you can't crack to a point that I haven't already experienced. Is the point?
I just my issue is I can see Nakatani winning rounds. You know, don't ever get it twisted. But I just feel like he's just too one-paced. And you can't be one-paced against guys like Inoue because they can. He's faster than you, but you only fight at one. You only have one gear to your gear.
Once he gets your timing and your gear, he will take control of the fight. And once he takes control of the fight, it's long. If by round 4 we see Junto fighting Inoue's type of fight, I don't know that he can wrestle it back.
The problem that you have, that's a great point, and it's gonna strengthen my argument. Rance is looking at Nakatani like he's Bivol and Shakur because Bivol and Shakur, they're almost one pace as well. And they fight at a certain pace and a certain level. But the difference is they're so good at what they do, you can't get them off their game. Or in Bivol's case, when he fought Beterbiev, who's also as good as him, he's so confident at what he does is he believes the momentum is going to swing back in his favor by continuing to do what he's doing. Nakatani is fighting someone better than him. So I feel like if you're fighting someone better than you, the level that you're fighting at has to rise, has to raise. And I haven't seen that. I haven't seen that. You know, whenever you see a boxer fight against someone who's probably better than him, you gotta show us something that we ain't seen before. And I ain't betting on that. I ain't betting on you showing me something I ain't seen before. The only thing is that's gonna benefit him is that Inoue ain't fought anyone of Nakatani's dimensions. That's the one thing I will say. Nakatani's dimensions will cause Inoue problems, especially if Nakatani gets his game plan right. If Nakatani gets his game plan right and has full confidence in his game plan, it can cause him problems. You have to be very, very negative. You have to be willing to be like tie him up, wrestle, hug, hold. You know, you have to be willing to do that. And then when you're all the way out, you're literally just keeping the jab popping and you're disciplined behind that jab. And you gotta be quick in transitions. Other than that, I can't see you winning.
Samson said Bivol's one pace is much faster and more effective than Nakatani.
Yeah, he's just a better fighter, but he is one piece.
Yeah. Salute, gents. I'm up early. Catch this 4:51 here in California. Shout out to you, my bro. That's dedication. Bro. We're going to be up at 4
exactly
for watching Benavidez and Zerdo. So make sure that you check back in with us.
You hit the like button, hit the subscribe button and that.
Salute to you, my bro. Salute to you all the way from California. We're global, you know. OnlyFacts Sports, we're global, bro. You know what I'm saying? We're global. The thing with Nakatani, I was just looking at his record, bro. He's just like, when we talk about experience, he's not fought top level guys before, bro.
There isn't a lot of top level guys that he could have fought, but I hear what you're saying.
You know what I'm saying? He could drown in there, bro. He could drown.
Which I expect to happen.
We've had this same conversation about Inoue. So the only way that I think Junto beats Inoue is if Inoue is deteriorating because of his age. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, he's just not better. He's got the body dimensions, but we've had similar conversations before, not to this extreme. You know, he's going, you know, we've had the conversations about
left hand.
Bro, we've seen this guy beat Neri, Daenerys, Cardenas, Bolton, and I was going to say
Emmanuel Rodriguez. That Emmanuel Rodriguez fight was mad.
In the fights like Fulton and some other fights, bro, he's made man look terrible.
No, whoa. For me, I'll tell you when I became a believer of this dude.
Yeah.
Emmanuel Rodriguez, I think it was like 18, 19 and 0. Mexican guy, obviously a lot of people behind him. Man knocked him out. I put a bet on Inoue to win, but win in the late half of the fight. He knocked him out in the first 30 seconds. I'm like, yeah, this guy's a real deal.
Yeah.
This guy's a real deal, bro. Yeah. I think that fight was actually in America. I can't remember, but like that's my point. Like Inoue's name has been in the game. Like he's been outside.
Like 35, bro.
I'm saying he's been outside. Like
when man are talking about Junto can crack, bro, his best chance is to box on the outside and move, bro. So I'm saying, like, okay, he can crack maybe if he hurts Inoue, but Inoue is going to be the one that's getting in, doing his work, and getting out. Junto's just going to have to just try to. This fight
is going to be less competitive than Benavidez and Zerdo. Zerdo and Benavidez is going to be cool. You know, my brother thinks the same as you. He thinks Zerdo's going to drop Benavidez today. You know,
I think Zerdo's going to.
And my brother said, "I was like, bro, you and I don't think so."
I think Zerdo will drop Benavidez.
I was like, I don't think so, but my brother was like, no, I think Zerdo's gonna drop him, you know.
Why? Why do you not think that? Why?
Because Benavidez is, I don't know where Zerdo's mindset is, but we'll talk about it later today. He's
been dropped by not as good fighters.
And not as big punches.
Yeah. And not as big people.
Yeah, yeah. Bro, you see how big pause. You see how big Zerdo looks at Benavidez, bro.
He's massive, bro.
This guy makes 68.
That's exactly what I was going to say to you. I don't know how this brother made 68, bro. Benavidez looking to outwork man and win on points. That's fine. That's absolutely.
That's what he's looking to do.
Yeah, fact.
But his dad said he's looking for the stoppage. I'm like, bro,
his dad's always going to say.
Bro, Zerdo's.
But looking for the stoppage can mean a number of different things. Wait, hey, do you see that? That my man had to lean into that overhand right, and then the bell went, bro.
And man was banged to rights, you know. He looked like he got caught in a robbery.
Bro,
and his hands up just straight like that, bro. Like
Keyshawn versus Albright as well. It's another one we're gonna have to cover off.
Keyshawn versus Albright is a good fight, but I'm disappointed in Keyshawn. Keyshawn should be fighting at a higher level than Albright. I know Albright looked good against Frank Martin. We watched that fight on. I don't know whose card was that on. Can't remember.
Was that a PBC card?
It's a PBC card. Not me. It was this year, bruv. I remember.
Who fights on PBC? Just think of who fights on PBC. It's not they ain't got that many fighters.
Can't remember. I'm gonna look on. It doesn't make a difference, but yeah.
Yeah.
We
the Ryan card.
No, that
was Golden Boy. The worst Inoue I've seen is when he's up against an outside fighter. That's probably true, but I still think there's just levels, man. I think.
No, you're right. I think you're right.
Me.
Know? You said Ryan, innit?
No, Samson said it.
Ryan versus Barrios. It was
Mally said it. Yeah, Barrios. There you go.
Barrios, yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
That's a general fact.
Keyshawn wanted Duarte, but he's fighting on this Cinco de Mayo card.
Duarte got done up dirty from Richardson Hitchens, bruv.
Even if that's true, there's Keyshawn's still got a fight high.
I still don't even think Duarte is that. I don't think Duarte is that guy, bro. Duarte, I don't think Duarte is the guy.
But even still, just because that one fighter, where the weight class that Keyshawn is fighting at is stacked with talent.
Gary Antoine Russell's the fight for me. That's the fight.
Just because you saying that Duarte weren't available ain't gonna absolve you from the fact that you shouldn't be fighting Albright.
Yeah,
that's the point. Whether you had to wait an extra month, you're inactive. Whether you had to wait an extra 6 weeks for someone,
I want to see him versus Gary Antoine Russell. That's the fight I want to see. Go make me that fight, bro.
I put stocks into Keyshawn, and right now it's just stagnant, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? It's not dropping.
Not plummeting.
It's not plummeting, but it ain't growing. It ain't making me no profit, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it's looking like there's a difference between a man and a mandingo, blood. That's how it's looking right now. You know what I'm saying? Think about it, you ain't generating me no money, bro. Key beats. But Rance, you do this all the time. That might be true, but I have to see it, bro. I have to see it. Like,
I don't know, you know.
But Rance does.
He might, but I don't know.
Rance does this all the time, bro. Like, it's like Rance has a belief that if Man United is the best team in the league, they shouldn't have to play Burnley because we know Man United's going to beat them. Let's just chalk that off. Like, not every day is a Champions League final. Like, he did it with Shakur. It's like, but Shakur beats him. Like, man, we've got to see it though. We've got to see the fights, bro. Do you know what I'm saying?
Oh.
Rance be chalking off bare fights, bro. Rance just wants to see the top 3 or 4 guys mix it, and the rest of them just go away.
Yeah, the side man.
Yeah,
I think Gary Antoine Russell's a good fighter, bro. I think
Keyshawn wins, but I think that it's a big learning fight for him. Do you know what I mean? He won't have it all his own way in those fights. And Keyshawn needs concentration, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Keyshawn's the Aaron Ramsdale of boxing, blood. I swear down, bro. This is only just loses concentration, bro. He's got them crackhead eyes, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? There's a world where Gary Antoine Russell causes him real problems. And then what can Keyshawn do when he's under that type of pressure?
Facts. The problem is with Keyshawn Davis. Keyshawn Davis still to this day actually hasn't had a marquee fight.
Yeah.
And the problem is he wants to go in straight away. He wants to go in with the Devin Haney's. He wants to go in with the Ryan Garcia's, Teofimo Lopez. Those men are actually well schooled at the top level, you know. Like, them man were having big fights at 22 and 23.
I think the feeling with Keyshawn, like a lot of people, is not understanding the difference between the amateur and the pros. Because if Keyshawn was sitting here, he said, I'm schooled at the top level. I was in the same Olympics class with these men. I was, you know what I'm saying? I'm older than these men. Like, some of these men, I was better than. But that was then. So, but now in the pro game, you know what I'm saying? It's different. It's different, and I get the frustration for Keyshawn.
Example,
you might have been the baddest guy in the academy, but now we're in the starting 11, and you ain't the baddest guy.
A prime example of that is Boots never made it to the Olympic team for America. He never made it. Never made it. But when he went into the pros and he's done the time in the pros, you look at where he is and what he's gone on to do, bro. It's like he's better than, in my opinion, he's better than half the man that went to the Olympics or went through that Olympic setup. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
just jumped into the chat, man. Junto knocking out Inoue on the inside. If not, Naya might outskill it and smoke Junto and expose his flaws.
Junto knocking out Inoue. I don't see that, but
you just covered all your bases, blood. So
yeah, literally.
I predicted everything, blood.
But I told you, Junto could win, you know.
Keyshawn is not doing that. Ben was waiting, working Zerdo in that sparring clip. I really don't see. Yeah, but that's old. Sparring. That's sparring, and it's old.
I'll tell you something, yeah. The greatest sparring story that I ever heard is Scott Fitzgerald and Anthony Fowler. Anthony Fowler used to piece up Scott Fitzgerald every day in sparring. Every day, even Scott Fitzgerald used to say, but he used to piece me up in sparring. Anthony Fowler went to the Olympics and done all he had a big pro deal when he signed into the pros after the Olympics. Scott Fitzgerald wasn't that great. They brought in Scott Fitzgerald purely and simply because of the purpose of Scott Fitzgerald used to get pieced up, and because he turned pro earlier, a lot of the fans knew him. But they knew Anthony Fowler used to piece him up in sparring all the time. Yeah. So they're like, let me just bring him in so the people can see how good Anthony Fowler is. Scott Fitzgerald pieced up Anthony Fowler. And I'm like, bro, you can't take... Bro, Emmanuel Stewart said David Price is the greatest sparring person one of the greatest guys he's ever seen in sparring.
I think David Price the hardest puncher ever.
He said David Price used to piece up Klitschko sometimes. Knocked out AJ, knocked out David Hay, knocked out Tony Bellew. Every single one of them became.
I think David Price hits as hard or harder than Wilder. Single shot. But David Price cannot take a punch.
So
I have no doubt at 175 centimeters tall and 185 pounds, 190 pounds, I could knock out David Price. He cannot take a punch.
One man literally don't understand is David Benavidez is a great sparrer. He's got Bro, he sparred Golovkin when he was 14, bro. When he was 14, you think Golovkin would have? And he apparently he done well in the spar against Golovkin. What do you think?
Well is like relative term, though, isn't it? Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know, but I'm saying
for a 14-year-old.
yeah, oh, of course. But you think do you think you can take that and transition that into a fight? No, that's why I'm saying I'm not really buying into that sparring.
The biggest
and
difference.
that wasn't when he was at 200 pounds either. That was at 68.
The biggest difference in the two of them is the heart, innit? Do you know what I mean? David's got the heart. We don't know if Zerdo's got the heart. That's the difference, bro. Do you know what I mean? David always been like that, bro. They was going into sparring with Triple G with no padding, bro.
Yeah,
fact. I said, you don't want to wear the bodysuit. He said, nah, I'm cool, bro. He learned quickly you should have worn the bodysuit, but that's the learning curve, blood. You know what I'm saying? That's just what it is.
Zerdo, when Zerdo's motivated and fully motivated, bro, like, bro, the Zerdo that fought William Smith, if he goes out today with the same mindset and the same game plan against William Smith, there's no way. I'll bet my house Benavidez ain't stopping this dude. I'll bet my house. Bro, Dorticos hit Zerdo with some flush passes and punches. And to this day, the best knockout I've ever seen live in my face was Dorticos and Kudryashov. Or Dorticos versus Tabiti. That guy's got punch power. He was hitting Zerdo flush. Dorticos hits harder than Benavidez, bro. Zerdo weren't going nowhere, bro. Yeah. So it depends on Zerdo's heart and
Benavidez never been a single punch cracker though.
No, not even at 68. No. Not even at 68. And bro, I just advise all of you, just watch even a short of David Benavidez versus Andrade, and look how much times Andrade was piecing this dude up, just hitting him with shots. I don't know, Andrade's way more faster and got more skill than Zerdo, but Zerdo hits hard and he's big, bro.
I'm meant to stop talking about it, stop spoiling. I lie, but we say we're not going to talk about it. F Texas said Davis beats Russell, in my opinion, although Russell does pose some stylistic issues.
Definitely does.
I mean, Davis, I ain't interested in. Oh, sorry.
Keyshawn.
Yeah, my bad. All of these men have similar level at the top level, probably outside of Devin, that's pushed on a little further with accomplishments.
No, but Devin has Bill, so that's the difference between all of them. Bill's a pimp.
Man take risks in fights that man ain't taking. Man take risks in sparring that ain't taking in a fight.
That's a fact, bruv. That's a fact, fam.
Plant and Andrade were cooking Benavidez. Pressure just got to them.
Exactly. That's literally it. And when you're bigger than everybody you've ever fought, that's the thing. David Benavidez was bigger
he's the definition of a weight bully
than anyone he's ever fought. This is the first time he's fighting someone that's gonna like. Zerdo just about made 200 pounds yesterday, you know?
Yeah.
Just about made 200 pounds. That guy's coming in 220, 230 comfy. That guy's going to come in heavy tomorrow, bro. Benavidez might be significantly faster, but he ain't going to be significantly bigger. And that's the difference. Stronger. Yeah, exactly. That's the difference between what Benavidez... In fact, as you said, we're spoiling it. Different level in...
Talk about Inoue.
Yeah. If Inoue wins this fight, who do you want to see him fight next? You want to see him go up again? Like, he's currently at 22. He's 26, 22, 22, 22. Yeah, currently at 22. I mean, there's some fights at 26 you can get. Brandon Figueroa. That would be a good fight. What's my... Rafael Espinosa, that'd be a good fight. Shushu Carrington. That would be a good fight, even though Shushu... probably going to move up again, but
I'm not sure about man moving up weight class at this stage in his career.
You think Inoue should just stay where he is?
I think stay where he is, maybe wait for Bam, but that I think he should start looking at.
But Bam is still like 4 pounds lighter than him. Mm-hmm. Bam's going at 118, he's at 22. So I know it's just 4 pounds, but
4 pounds for them man is a lot.
It's 4 pounds could be a difference. I mean, for me, if I'm Inoue, hopefully this fight's competitive enough where they can do like 2 fights.
They do 2 fights here, he could retire. Because all man are going to do in this boxing game, man are bastards. Man are just going to keep inventing tasks for you to complete. Though.
No, but Bam I do think's a relevant task.
I agree. But it depends on how long he's waiting. If it takes Bam 2 years to do that.
No, that's shit. No, I mean like next 18 months. Definitely within the next year or 18 months, I want to see that fight. And the reason why I want to see that fight is because every fighter... And I said this about Crawford. You need a guy on your resume who goes on to do great things. So it makes your resume look all the better. Do you know what I'm saying? You need a young buck on. That's the one thing Crawford don't have. That's why I wanted Crawford to fight Boots. Because if Boots goes out and becomes 55-0 or whatever he becomes, that's you didn't fight, and the narrative is going to be that you ducked him.
I'm saying that Inoue has to go up. He's 33, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't know.
You don't have to go up. There's not massive money fights high. I think the Bam fight makes more money than the fight at 126.
I agree. I would stay busy. If Bam can come up in the next 12 to 18 months, and stay busy, fight Bam, win, lose, or draw, and I'm done. That's what I would do.
Yeah, man.
That fight can happen when he's 34.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? How's he going to go up and wait and fight for less money when he's 35, 36?
Yeah, and then maybe have to come back down. Like, you can't keep going up and making man chase you.
Man's 5'5", you know.
It's a bit like Benavides. When he fought David Moreau was ducking him down, fam. Like, running him down. And he said, you know what? Let me just catch this dude now. I might go up to cruiserweight again, and this guy, I'll never fight him again. So let me catch this dude now on the way up, slap you off, and then cool, we'll keep it moving. That's what, obviously you didn't slap him off like that, but you won. But that's the mindset that I would have if I'm Inoue. Like, let me just wait for this dude. I feel like the one fight that like he really didn't want was Ahmed Alive. Like, he made Ahmed Alive wait for time for that fight. Like, that's the only person I've ever heard him publicly like this, like where he came out of character. Like, he was kind of like, yo, bro. Like, that's, and then when he fought him, he just fought a completely different style.
Yeah.
That's the only that rivalry didn't cook as much as it did, as much as I wanted it to. And obviously Ahmed Alive kind of just lost comprehensively. But I kind of wanted that to be something.
Ahmed Alive was disappointing. Let's be honest.
Yeah, he was.
He was disappointed. Do you know what I mean? You have been this boogeyman for a long time. You'd had some great performances before. A couple good stoppages. We want to see you fight the big dogs. You've gone up to fight the big dogs, and
but I think that
was the dress rehearsal for big fights.
I think the problem with that fight with Ahmed Alive was he actually thought that Inoue was going to be aggressive. When he started seeing Inoue on the back foot, it's like, raw. What the hell's going on here? Like, I felt like he designed an entire camp to be in a pocket, and this guy just took that away from him straight away. I've never thought we've seen Inoue fight so negative.
Tank's definitely way too big for him.
Yeah, that's mad.
He's way too big for him.
Tank might not even be able to make 135 right now.
Yeah.
Tank is not even in no shape. Tank needs to go. The next fight Tank needs to have is against Roach. Unless he's fighting Roach or Shakur, I don't really want to see this dude fight.
I don't think he will.
You don't think so?
If he didn't fight Roach straight after the...
He was going to, but he got arrested, didn't he?
No, he wasn't.
He was.
No, he wasn't.
He was.
So why did he fight Jake Paul then?
Because of the... Remember they were supposed to fight. He got arrested. And then...
Remember I told you about imposter syndrome?
Yeah.
He was never going to fight Roach.
Well...
I believe he was never going to fight Roach. I don't believe that. And he was never going to fight Shakur. What I'm trying to say is, if you weren't going to fight Shakur then, when you were at your peak, you weren't going to fight Shakur. Now Shakur's better, more experienced, fighting better level opposition, and you are on the decline and you are not in shape right now. You're definitely not fighting Shakur now. Unless you've got extreme legal fees or some problem.
That's what I'm saying. He might. Look at Adrian Broner, blood.
What about him?
You know, seen this guy? this guy comes.
You see him asking the girl to see a titty?
You see the guy asking?
No. Did you see him ask the girl to see a titty?
No.
Do you not see that?
Yeah, I've seen 100 clips.
He's just like, yo, can I see a titty? She's like, nah, I'm sorry. He's like, oh, just one. I was like, nah, bro.
This guy's all of them clips are wild. He's doing like some young Philly stuff as well. Like when he's trying to go and kiss gal without consent and all of that stuff, and then just moving away. And he's
young Philly's always been a weirdo, bro. Didn't I tell you before? Did I tell you before it even happened?
Oh, man hit him with a triple right hand. Triple straight right.
This has actually been a good fight, you know. I'm not gonna lie.
Wine has literally stuck Takai with that triple right hand. Bam.
That guy's actually been piecing him up on the back foot, but the momentum swung wildly both ways. But it's actually been...
Yeah, man's with his hands down. That's what I'm telling you, bro. Them Japanese man don't know nothing about high guard, fam.
Like, he's hurt. He ain't always fought like that, but he's obviously hurt. Man, what time's the fight? We're going into round 7 of the co-main, and then we'll be in the main event. So we're not too far
away. Maybe not. Because, bro, Japanese, them man might have 5 hours in between fights.
I'm trying to do this. There's certain things that we keep to us as production. I don't want to tell people watching the stream. You know what I'm saying? It's telling me it's on the way, but it's going to be very soon. Don't worry, bro. Do you know what I mean? Changes here, like telling everybody everything. Do you know what Brona down bad, beyond down bad,
Beyond
down bad. AB and Dean is the Dean the Great is a mad duo.
It's a mad duo. I'm not even a massive fan of Dean the Great.
I was gonna say, yeah,
that guy's just a professional victim.
Yeah,
like there's bare videos. This guy just getting slapped, punched, beaten up. I'm like, bro, you're just a victim.
But bro, he went into Misfits and his Peace Like Man and Misfits, and then thought he can go and talk to real niggas, and then just like, it's not the same.
Yeah, it's not the same.
It's not the same thing, bro. I was gonna make a mad statement, but yeah, let me know.
The thing is, though, AB was talented, but man, his life's gone.
Hey, Nick, you also going live tonight? Yeah, of course, my bro. Of course, OnlyFacts Sports. No one does this like we do, bro. We're gonna be live for all the fights, bro. But yeah, we're gonna be live for.
Nobody does it better. Who sings that song? Nobody does it better. They can come closer than close. Oh yeah, I know. Nate Dogg. You know they never will be that song.
Yeah, Takai looks like the better kind of back foot boxer, and Wang just looking for these singles, bro. But Wang's been getting pieced in parts, but then he's looking for the single to turn the tide.
This guy's literally just
man's fighting like Nick Ball, blood.
And the other guy's fighting like I don't even know who he's fighting like.
William Skull.
Nice. Yeah.
Young Philly stuff is a mad thing. Why? Young touchy feely, blood.
And let's see what we are with likes. I can't even see it because it doesn't show me. Why does it not show me how many likes? It's a weird thing. Is it
show more? What you do?
22 likes. Let's get the likes in thread.
Yeah, 100%. But it's worse when AB is on the stream getting clowned by Dean the Great. So sad.
But they're clowning each other. It probably is.
No, they're not. They're clowning each other, but the balance of power is off because I'm a star and you're a drunkard. So there's only, you know what I'm saying? So Arsenal game 2, Nick. Yeah, I'm gonna try.
I don't know if Dean the Great's a bigger star than Adrian Broner. Maybe right now.
A bigger star. You think Adrian Broner's in the world? I'm talking about. I'm not talking about in boxing. The biggest star,
bro. Do you remember what Adrian Broner was, bro? Like this guy was.
What do you mean? Was
your boy
star today?
Yeah, no, that's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah, but I'm saying I hope he's getting paid because you're just getting. If you're not getting paid, you're just getting mugged off. Coming off the.
He has to be getting paid. He has to be getting paid. Are
you sure?
He has to be.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Are you sure,
bro? This guy is
sure,
fam. This guy is broke.
But I'm saying I hope he's getting paid.
No, but AB.
If we went to AB right now and said we got 2 bottles of Hennessy and some bad bitches, what you saying? Would he roll?
Probably.
Okay. Could we make content out of that?
Yeah,
would we have to pay him? No.
Yeah, I hear you.
Okay. You know what I'm saying? What are you talking about?
But I remember there's a clip where he's like, "Boy, I got to leave with something."
Yeah, it was a drink. He wanted a drink.
No, but there was a time when he wanted a gal. There was a couple times he wanted a gal, and none of these gal were giving him rhythm. Like the whole entire stream is about gal just dissing AB. He's looking like
a drunk. That's what I'm saying, bro. It's sad. Like I hope he's getting paid. Like I hope when I say I hope he's getting paid, I hope he's getting paid properly, bro. Not a bill, a couple bills. I hope he's getting paid properly.
Remember, he couldn't afford his Uber home after the thing. Like it's mad.
That's what I'm saying. So I hope he's getting paid properly.
He paid him $1,000 to cut off his beard, though.
$1,000 America ain't going for.
Not with AB's habits, bro.
Trust me. Bruno got a 1.5 million deal from Kick. That sounds good in theory, yeah, but let's see how long that lasts for.
Did he?
He's getting paid now. If he has, that's dope. If he has, that's dope. If he has, that's dope.
He's going to spend it on drink, but that's sick.
Yeah.
Who told you that, Rance? Because
he said you need a source.
No,
what's your story? I don't believe you. We don't believe your stories.
You know why? Because if AB told you, he's lying.
He told Soldier Boy. Soldier Boy told me. I'm unreliable.
Yeah, fam. They better be telling lies, bro.
Yeah, Bruno might be getting paid, but the money might be gone by the next day. Facts. Galal, your fights fighting 7th of June, 6th of June. Interesting.
Yeah, I don't know who told Rance that still.
Alright, man, that fight, we're going into, is that fight done? Or we're going into the last round for that fight?
Is it 10 round or?
No, it's 8.
Yeah, this
last round.
Last round
of this fight, and then we've got the real Inoue fighting Junto Nakatani.
AB is just getting violated, trust me. But if you can turn it into money, then
if he's getting paid a couple mil to get violated, that's calm. Nah, Kick is patterning streamers. I even spoke to them in OBS.
Oh, fair enough. Yeah,
hey, technically, you didn't tell us. He told you.
Yeah, but I hear that still. To be honest with you, someone like AB he's gold, bro. He is entertaining. If you don't ever had him on Snapchat back in the day, bro, he used to be. He was one of the first boxers that used to do like vlogs as well. Like every day go out on vlog. This guy here used to. That's what I'm saying. Like this guy used to be a superstar, bro. Like I used to see this guy like rappers used to chase behind him and stuff like that. This guy used to do bare shit, bro.
Yeah, because he made his bread and stayed in the hood.
Yeah, facts.
And AB, you imagine if you see him out, like especially if you're a young buck, not like an older guy, but if you're a young buck, you imagine he's probably like he's paying for food for the youths.
Yeah, every time.
That's
why all them young fighters, all them young black fighters, they all love AB because when he was younger, he's bring everyone through, bro. The Richardson, Hitchens, Tanks.
Hey, Wang is looking for this stoppage on Takai, blood. The guy's just running. He's actually. I need to clip this. If you man ain't seen running in boxing. Takai is running, bro. Why are you running? Why are you running?
Even Tank, AB said when he last saw Tank gave him all the money he had in his pocket.
Yeah.
Because that used to be him. Like,
yeah,
just looking at this guy like, bro, what happened?
Just looking like Franklin at the end of Snowfall.
Facts, bro. Like, what happened to you, bro? You used to be able to feed the hood.
Damn, homie. In high school, you was the man, homie. I mean, that's what it is.
Yeah, trust me.
This guy turned the fight on second half. Yeah.
Facts. That is a great lead right hand, but he's getting pieced up still. He might have lost this fight, you know.
I think he lost early, and he's just started to try. Since he hurt. Since he hurt Takai, he's never really got his legs back, so he's just had to run. He's been hurt for about 3 rounds.
Facts.
This is where boxing is more dangerous than MMA. My man's been stunned for about 9 minutes, bro. Just running. This fight.
My man's fit though. You know how much running he's done, bro.
Yeah,
this guy's done mileage, bro. Man's doing that more thorough.
Yeah, facts. This Sakai guy has to have turned pro recently, maybe.
No, I don't think so. I just think he's just getting big.
It is, bro. When you get hit hard, everything changes.
He's fit though. I'll tell you that for free, blood, because I've done this before where I've tried to move for a certain amount of rounds, and when you get hit,
it's a great right hand, little Superman punch right hand, bro. This guy reminds me not even of Nick Ball. It reminds me more of what's the Mexican eat? Pitbull.
Oh yeah.
He's fighting like Pitbull Cruz, by the way. He jumps into punches. That's the Kai fighting back. Oh wow!
It's a good fight still,
bro. If you put this on in black and white and showed me a silhouette, this would look like an English fight.
That's a good fight.
That's it. It's over. Let's see what results got here. Yeah.
Still.
Right, man, drunk, bro. Like AB on the street.
Literally.
I've definitely run like that in sparring before. I can't. Like, man, running in sparring. I can't run for me. Like, why are you running? Where are you running, fam? Chase man around the ring, yeah. Takai is a kickboxer, just turned pro. Oh, sick. You look like a kickboxer in there, boy.
Himself into my hand, bro. Ooh.
That's like, you can see he believed he could win, bro, and he believed he could stop him because he's put it down on the cards. So he believed he could stop him.
It's hard to say he's won that fight, but man looks drunk, bro.
He's mash up, man. Mash up.
I think that next heat won though.
Anyways, brother, not the main event is a mad thing. Not really. So just because it's your brother, brother. If Atoma fought,
the co-main.
Yeah, but I'm saying if the 2 Atoma brothers fought, Carol Atoma wouldn't be the main event. This co-main either.
Probably not.
Not probably, definitely not. Do you know what I'm saying? So man can't just
shit, fam.
Man can't just make co-main just because you're my brother. That doesn't make no sense.
That was a good fight, bro. That should have been co-main. That's actually a good fight. It's been a good fight. Look at that girl over there, the little one.
For real, in a boxing fight, I could see Shane outbox you, Nick Haney style. If you can see that, you got better eyes than the rest of us. You're seeing something. You're seeing something no one else. You're seeing something he don't see. You know when we say, when we say Frank's got more confidence in Tank than Tank's got in Tank. You got more confidence in Shane than Shane's got in Shane, blood. So shout out to you, blood. But you're the same man that thinks that Michael Carrick can win the league next year. Free-sided. You see, your eyes work different. Your eyes work different than everybody else's. You got special eyes. You know what I'm saying?
You got optimism, man.
That's beyond optimism. You know what I'm saying?
You got church eyes.
You can't tell me. He said he saw with his own eyes. Jesus come back.
Facts, bro. This guy.
I said you got Christian eyes, you know. That's bonkers, bro. That's mind games, blood.
That girl on the left decent, still the one over there.
The white woman.
No,
I'm thinking the one with the red hair. Yeah. Yeah. You got Christian eyes. It's mind game. Fuck you know.
Bro, I love girl, you know. It's so mad, fam. Like I'm not
There's beautiful girl everywhere, bro. There's beautiful girl everywhere, bro. Like this is why when man chats to me about their type, I know for you it's more like a cultural thing, whatever. So I hear that. But when man chat about like my type, my type is 5'6" and blonde or whatever. I'm like, bro, do you know how many girl you want shutting yourself off?
Trust me, bro. Trust me, like them man ain't been in the workhouse for long enough. You know what I'm saying? Like they just been clotting gal for a short.
I think some man just it's
like, how long you been clotting gal for? Good
20 years.
innings, innit? That's what I'm saying, bro. That's a solid innings, man. So like certain man, they like I know a lot of these streamers, yeah, they actually only started getting front once they started doing streaming.
That's bare people.
And celebrities and
boxers, athletes, that's footballers, that's bare people.
Like I remember the game.
Yeah, he won, bro. Yeah. Man said Haney versus Prograde style. Impossible.
Nah, you must be mad.
I don't fight them. First of all, I'm way bigger than both of them, and I don't fight like them.
No, that's me.
I fight like Triple G. So
Nick, I haven't seen Nick fight, but I don't think I'll be able to outbox this dude because one, I'm giving up too much size. Pause. And then two, like he's just got way more. He's just way more battle hardened than I am, bro. You know what I'm saying? You can't put a price on that. That I may, and it's not a guarantee. I may look, not a guarantee. I may look better on the pads, maybe. But even then, it depends on what you like.
Yeah.
Like, he's in a fight though. It's not on.
He's trying to set you up, bro. Don't listen to him, bro. Yeah. He's trying to set you up, bro.
There's weight classes for a reason.
But you can't tell. Not even just weight classes. You can't tell anyone who's boxed. Listen, I know you trained in sparring and stuff like that, but you can't. Not just in boxing, but in any sport.
Yeah,
you couldn't go to anyone who's played football semi-pro and tell them that someone that's never played football.
Yeah, it's just not. It doesn't make sense. Doesn't make sense.
That's why
I cricket. Say that.
I wouldn't be. How can I be a better cricket player than you? I've never played cricket. Yeah, I've played cricket when my cousins have hit the ball and I've run for the ball and given it back to. But I've not played cricket really.
Yeah, it
makes no sense, bro.
I get what you're saying. Still, like
Michael Perkins trying to set you up.
I'm not buying into that.
Michael Perkins didn't say he could beat me. He's trying to set you. He's trying to set.
I'm not buying into it because I've been around the sport too long to know that's an idiot thing what Michael Perkins said, fam. There's more chance of Michael Carrick winning the league next season.
Bro.
Stick to that bit.
Yeah, fam.
Stick to that bit.
Big man thing.
You know what I'm saying? Because bro, boxing ain't the game. You know, boxing is the only gay sport you don't play, fam. Like you can play football and you play cricket, you play tennis, you play.
Told you when I play sports, I like to be a villain, bro. I love to be a villain.
Boxing, you don't play.
So I can't even fight people that I like. Do you know what I'm saying?
I think you could fight people, maybe not. You could box people that you like.
I don't box like that. I only box to hurt, man, bro.
So let me ask you a question: if you and Ricky was sparring,
I wouldn't spar Ricky.
You wouldn't?
No. If I was someone like Ricky, because he's got no boxing experience, if I was sparring with him, it'd be like playing football with your nephew where you just like putting the ball through his legs and doing silly stuff. But like it would be like
let's say schooled you into a camp to spar.
I would be a sparring partner for Rance, but I wouldn't be sparring Rance. I would be working with Rance on a specific thing. If Rance's coach said, "Right, Nick, I want you to walk him down to the high guard and kind of work on the clinch," I would do stuff like that. Do you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't fight.
You're just doing scenarios.
If someone offered me 100 grand to fight Rance, I wouldn't fight Rance. Do you know what I'm saying? For 100 grand.
That's a pussy old thing, fam. 100 grand.
Because Rance is not throwing the fight.
No, but this is
I'm not throwing the fight.
This is the problem.
Our friendship would be over.
You sound like Keyshawn, fam.
Our friendship would be over. Keyshawn's a professional boxer.
100 grand, fam. You're chatting shit. I'll fight my mum for 100 grand.
I can make 100 grand. I'll sit down. See, like,
bro, 100 grand.
The white man's got to.
Bro, for me, it's a fight, bro. It's not that deep.
Not everyone's like that, though.
I hear what you mean.
Not everyone.
I'm not 100 grand. I'll fight you for it. I will lose. That'll be
the whole boxing career done. You'll have
yeah. But here's the thing though. Like my friendship with you won't be done. Because I understand it's just a sport, innit?
I could already tell Nick's a stud up tackle last minute guy. Bro.
Actually, I don't think so, you know.
I play me and Rance play football. Me and Rance play football before. Rance say I can kick ball, bro. I'm more aggressive. I don't really go to ground in football. I'm very aggressive, but it's shoulder to shoulder aggression, not really studs sliding. But I'm shoulder to shoulder.
But the difference is in football, the aim of the game isn't to hurt your opponent. The aim of the game is to win a football match. No, but my point is, of what I know of Nick is a very functional individual. So there's no point hurting someone if I can't win. Nick wants to win. In boxing, the sole purpose is to hurt your opponent.
I think at low level football is the same though. You know, your gaffer's going to say things like, let him get there early. Clamp him,
but you want to win.
Yeah, of course, but hurting someone could lead you to a win.
Of course, but
in English football.
But it's not definitely going to give you a win. If you had to focus on winning or hurting someone, then
you prioritize winning.
Personally prioritize winning.
Yeah.
In boxing, winning is hurting someone.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And hurting someone is winning. So for his mindset will be different. Nick has a very functional mindset. Like,
if I get offered money to box someone I don't like, that's like the dream.
But you box someone you don't like for free.
That's true.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
that's true. This is gonna be a great fight as well. Zaya's versus.
That's
for 100 grand. I was smoking my granddad twice, bro. You man need to get your money up, man. There's other ways, man. There's other things we can do.
But a boxing match ain't that deep. You know what I'm saying?
But not everyone's like you. Think of all the people that we know in common. Don't say any names.
Yeah.
Think of all the people that we know.
Yeah.
How many of them would remain friends with me if I box them up in a boxing match? Publicly on YouTube. And it got like 300,000 views. I pieced them up. No disrespect, pure respect, everybody. I pieced them up. How many man would how many man would remain cool with me after that?
I don't think so. Not many.
I'd rather not fight people I like. I'm the same. Also, it's not people that I like. It's like Rance is my brethren. Like, it's not even like someone that I like. Rance my brethren. There's other people that I like. That's like, yeah, you're cool. I'll piece you up. Like, do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, but the difference is that I feel like with you and Rance is different. Because you and Rance both have a certain level of pride where getting pieced up in a sport.
Correct.
You know, for me, I
would feel humiliated if Rance pieced me up. Rance would feel humiliated if there's no win other than
getting pieced up in boxing. I don't really care about that.
Yes.
I don't care about that.
You're not a competitive boxer.
No, that's my point.
Yeah, I've been a competitive boxer, and Rance is currently a competitive boxer.
Yeah,
there's an L.
That's what I'm saying.
There's an L for both of us.
For me, I don't care. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not. My credibility in boxing doesn't come from my ability to box.
Yes.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So I don't really like if I get pieced up in boxing, cool. Like, I'm not a professional boxer. I'm not even I don't have that ability to be at that level.
Think about man from our first studio.
Yeah.
If I beat the man in the boxing match.
Yeah, cool. It's over. You're not gonna.
The man are trying to come back with guns and shit. Like, that's how some people are. If you're not really like there's got to be a level of maturity.
Check for who people think we're going to win, Nakatani or Inoue.
There's got to be a certain level of maturity there.
Yeah, of course. Like, I understand this as sport as well. Like, I look at boxing more like a sport than any other sport.
Boxing is a sport, but unfortunately, man don't see it that way. Do you know what I'm saying? Because man's egos get involved. Like, boxing is the only sport, when I've gone to my brethren stag or like just in general, like when I've met friends of friends, yeah? Like, they're not my people, but I've met people just along the way. Man will just be like, you'd never have someone be like, oh, you play cricket? I'll swear down. I think I'd smoke you at cricket still. Man don't do that.
Yeah, facts.
Man just do that in boxing. Someone that's never boxed.
Yeah, facts.
I was at my brother's stag.
That is actually a mad statement, you know. That is so true.
Man,
entire years of playing cricket, no one's ever said to me they're better than
when Andy Ruiz goes to a nightclub and people don't know who he is, and the bouncer says you can't get in with trainers, and he says, nah, bro, let me in, bro, blah, blah, blah. The bouncer's looking at him thinking, I'll fuck this little fat dude up, you know. I know he's a professional boxer, ex-world champion. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, you know, it's man just bring too much ego. If you've never been, do you know what's worse? Yeah, it's better with people like you and Rance that maybe haven't boxed at top level but have some experience. People that have less experience have less understanding
and less respect for what the actual sport is, bro.
Way less.
The sport ain't no game, bro. If you've got, bro, trust me, like these men are like thinking that you could just fight someone who's put piece man up is an idiot thing, bro. Certain man ain't on that. Like certain man, like they take their craft serious, bro. And this is a sport. Like getting it put through your legs, pause on a football pitch, or a man like you can't return a tennis serve is different to a man just punching you up. Like,
yeah,
do you know what I'm saying? Like
I couldn't do what Sean Porter did and be cool with Bud the way he is after getting stopped. Do you know what I mean?
I think that's different though, because Sean Porter, people know Sean Porter's a bad boy, so it don't make a difference. Like Sean Porter's done badness in the ring, do you know what I'm saying? So if you lose, you lose, innit? Like I don't think Sean Porter respected. He respects the game. okay, you were better than me at boxing, and you stopped me, or the ref stopped the fight or whatever. But I'm still a ex-world champion.
Even when I've dated a girl and I've gone and met that girl's girlfriends and all their boyfriends are there. And maybe I've got my gym bag with me, and they say, "Oh, you come from the gym?" And I said, "Nah, I just had a session. I'm a boxer." And obviously, people are like, "Oh, a lot of people don't know about boxing. They're curious. Oh, you're a boxer. What does that mean? What kind of boxer? What level? Blah blah blah." I say, "Oh, like I box at national level, like blah blah blah." And the man them just have an immediate affront.
Facts.
Immediate. It's like sitting at a table and my girl has just told everyone at the table that my dick's 10 inches. Now, man, I just vexed with you for no reason.
Facts.
I'm not fucking your girl, but you just feel some type of
insecurity.
You just feel the insecurity towards me for no reason. And now,
waste man thing.
You know what I mean? Now I know man are driving home going, "Oh, that guy didn't even look that big. I reckon I beat him up." But I was like, bro, no, I wasn't challenging you, bro.
Facts.
No one was challenging you. Do you know what I mean? Or you say you're a runner, a man was like, "I bet I'm faster than you." Okay. Do you know what I mean?
Somehow they feel like it's questioning their masculinity or something. Yeah, read the polls in the chat, you man.
Yeah, polls in the chat, you can vote on it. Rand said boxing is a sport, but fighting is primal. It's either it's playful or it's a fight or flight. There's no in between for me. That's why I could go into Rance's camp and work with him on certain things on a as a sparring partner, as a training partner on certain elements. But fighting him is different.
Yeah, I hear that.
Do you know what I'm saying? Nick is right. When people hear of people who fight, like they look them dead in the eyes and say stuff like, "I did it for a while. I can beat you or smoke you easy."
The truth is, I actually never heard anyone say that, but that's because
you haven't been in British boxing gyms.
I was gonna say, I was literally gonna say, a lot of the people, like, I can guarantee if Nick grew up in a similar kind of environment to me, but I can guarantee you that if I brought Nick to a certain place and Nick said he's boxed, not many men are saying, "Yeah, I could piece you up in a boxing ring," because their ego isn't insecure about that, because they don't feel like fighting is the way to social climb anyway. You know what I'm saying? Now, if Nick said, "Yo, man used to be on the roads and used to do X, Y, Z," then they might feel a bit insecure. Yeah. But you know what I'm saying? But not fighting.
There's different cultures as well. English culture is very toxic like that. Like you go to American culture, obviously American culture, when it comes to gal, them man are simps, but they're not as toxically masculine as man are here, if that makes sense. You go to a culture like Philly where people respect boxing and you say, rank the top 5 fighters in the gym. They'll say, "Oh, I'm probably 7th, but I think Billy's probably
facts,
Joe's great."
Facts.
It's not it's not toxic. Yeah, you know what I'm saying? Whereas in this country, Anthony Yard probably thinks he's Yard, Buatsi, Callum Smith, all of them, man, they all think they're the best in the gym.
Yeah, facts. The way we look at fighting in this country is the way how Jamaicans look at having kids, bruv.
Yeah.
If you don't have kids, you're a waste man. Even if you're not looking after your kids,
Yeah.
You're a waste man. In this country,
man will claim that's my son when he does something lit and they ain't seen it.
Yeah, facts. Like they just want to know that you have pitney. In this country, they just want to know that you can fight. Whether you fight well or you win doesn't even make a difference to these men. Yeah. These men just want to know that you can fight. It's the idiot thing.
That's the thing, sparring. Someone said that's why I struggle to spar people. I genuinely lack strength. I don't mind the sparring if we're working on a specific thing, not just open sparring, because then basically we're fighting.
What's your man like Inoue looks like a cartoon character from Naruto or something like that.
Yeah. He definitely stars himself like an anime man.
Who do you think's winning?
Oh, Goku for sure. Super Saiyan Goku.
You think Inoue is winning by stoppage? If he wins this by stoppage, is he pound for pound number 1?
I think the weight is sort of stopping him from being. He's got a massive. Man, talk about Anthony Joshua. Look at the size of this nigga's team. What the hell? He's got my whole village in Grenada with him, bro.
Yeah, does he go pound for pound number 1?
Ring's got him number 2. I guess looking at who's around.
I can't believe they've got Bivol at 5, How do you got Shakur and Jesse Rodriguez above Bivol?
Different multiple weight classes though, right?
Yeah, but Bivol's beating the better fighters.
Yeah, but I think pound for pound is about the if we grew this person up or shrunk this person down. So I feel like doing it across multiple weight classes counts for more than the quality of opponents. Because Inoue's fought good opponents as well.
But not better than Bivol. I don't even think Shakur, Bam, Bivol, none of them fought better. Shakur, Bam, and Inoue ain't.
You don't think Inoue's got a better resume than Bivol?
What name does he have better than Canelo and Beterbiev?
That's fair. That's 2, but he's got lower names, but a lot more of that.
Yeah, fair.
A lot more.
Fairs. But those
after those 2, who's Bivol's next one's going?
That's another one. Then after that,
Craig Richards. Craig Richards and Lyndon Arthur and these. Do you know what I mean? Like, so he's got 3 really solid names. And he's got 3 like 10 out of 10 names. No, he's got 2 10 out of 10 names and 1 like 9 out of 10. I'm putting Zerdo at 9. That's 175. He's not that. I think that Inoue has no 10 out of 10 names, but he's got a lot of 7s, 8s, and 9s.
Yeah, facts.
So maybe not 9, but 7s and 8s. So I can see the argument there. Shakur, I think, should be lower.
Yeah,
because he doesn't have either. He has a big marquee name.
Facts. He doesn't have either.
Yeah, we could say maybe he wasn't the first person to beat Tio. Tio wasn't an undefeated fighter. There was a roadmap to beating him. Bam Rodriguez again is the quality of the opposition in the names.
I think Bam's got some good names. Estrada,
yeah,
that was a top fight. Sonny Edwards was a good fight.
Nah, I'm not having. It's that's a 7. Sonny Edwards is a 7. If you're not British, you're not seeing Sonny Edwards on the 7.
The only person who I would say is a lot of guys are 7-8. Like Rung Vasai was also quite low as well, but definitely Estrada. Estrada's a top fight.
Let's go through some of these comments. There's a certain aura about it when you tell a non-boxer that you do boxing. A lot of people don't like boxing as well, by the way. Like a lot of people, my ex-girlfriend's mum didn't like boxing, and before I met her,
Alice don't like boxing.
Before who?
Alice
don't like boxing, and they just think it's brutal. They don't know anything about it. Never watched it.
I have an auntie that loves boxing, you know. Yeah. Like, just loves the violence.
My sister loves boxing. Like, my family are into boxing.
Yeah, facts.
But
I mean, that's a Jamaican thing, you know.
Yeah.
They have much more of a tolerance for violence.
I think being black, especially if you come from the Caribbean, violence is a fact of life.
Your grandparents used to watch wrestling?
I can't remember. I don't think my granddad died when I was before I was born, and then the other one I don't really know. I don't know, but I know it's big in the black household.
Yeah,
but violence is, I think, in the West, they see themselves coming from like civilized culture where violence is like really, really, really the last course of action. Yeah, Hitler has taken over Poland and he's coming over the walls. We have to do that. Whereas for us, violence is like
violence has always been a working class thing. It's never been a elite.
But for Caribbean people, we've only got our freedom and independence through violence.
Facts.
Western people don't have that, and revolution. And Western people don't have that. Do you know what I'm saying? So I think we have a different tolerance to violence. There's a level. There's more white Englishmen I know, middle class men, because you say it's working class thing, that I could push and push and push and push and push, and it may actually never get violent.
Yeah, facts.
For when you're dealing with a black man, specifically Caribbean man, black man generally, you know that there's a level that you can push to where violence
is imminent.
Now, how
certain man is
it's a bit, they're waiting. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's different. Men as a species respect violence. Gunslinger syndrome, they all think they can take you.
I got in my university dissertation, I got an actual segment where I talk about man's lust for blood.
Yeah.
So there's a definite lust for blood.
Facts, Shane. Winning don't matter. These men just want to know you're on scrapping. Inoue late stoppage. Bivol technically has a greater pound for pound argument due to the work that Zerdo has.
That's what I'm saying. When you get a guy that you beat and then ends up doing greatness after, that's what I'm saying. Yeah, Terence Crawford don't have that.
Okay, but Zerdo lost at 168.
No, 75.
Okay, he just lost at 75.
Only lost. He was 44-0 when he lost.
I thought he moved up after a loss. I was going to say.
No,
he Bivol second in my pound for pound. Zerdo is like 3 weight classes higher if we're being realistic. Was pound for pound things unfair for heavier fighters because look at the gap between the weight classes. Yes and no though. Moving up 8 pounds for a small guy is a lot. It's a totally different person.
Percentage of your body weight.
Kambosos and Shakur have the same career best win.
So funny, but it's true.
Bivol is second to me.
Who said that?
A truth teller, Maxwell.
Shout out to you, bro. That's funny.
And Giovanni said, when you say it like that, it sounds mad. My granddad was big on wrestling. He got me and my brother into
That's what I'm saying, bro. Like, in the Caribbean culture, wrestling is big, you know?
Yeah. My dad's into wrestling, actually. My dad's into wrestling. I remember my dad used to pick up my Uncle Billy and suplex him in the street. Yeah. Like, when they used to play fight, it would be like wrestling. It wouldn't be shadow boxing play fight. Yeah, it'd be wrestling play fight.
Like, growing up, like, my grandpa...
Yeah, my uncles used to do the wrestling on the bed and stuff.
Facts, on the bed. Yeah. I used to... There's bare wrestling in Caribbean households.
Yeah. But yeah, let me change this for Inoue versus Nakatani. I think Inoue...
We should have had some Japanese gal in this live stream. You know when you watched Snow Stream, like with J Avalanche and that. Do you watch that?
Do I watch what?
It's cool. You don't know who that is.
No. Oh, no, I know Javelin. Yeah, no.
Yeah, he does a stream here. Where he has the white snow buddies in the background. Like when we're rich and we're up there and we're doing live watching.
I'll never do it.
We got to have just gal in the room just because we can.
No, I can have gal in the room now.
Yeah,
I'm getting the background when we're shooting.
No, but I mean like just for props, innit?
Nah, I don't know that shit. Terrible. Do you know, because I look at them gal and I think, bro, I could never chat to these gal, you know.
No, but I'm more like, you know how you got like ring card gal in that?
Yeah, I just want to fuck it though.
Oh my days, we ain't got no self-control.
Yeah, because I'm not fucking it. But like, if you're coming in and being booty shorts and oiled up legs, I'm just gonna want to rass it, blood. The show's gonna be very short.
True.
So Inoue, we talk about Inoue, get gal twerking in the background, all kind of fuck. I'm not trying to rass something then. You know what I'm saying?
Shout out to
the stream's going somewhere different. So you pay for the Patreon.
The OnlyFans.
It's gonna be a different. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just gonna be a whole different.
Inoue doing the ring walk and that.
Big up Shade and Nick. Big up. I can't lie. Junto looks ready. Yeah, so did I mean, so did fucking
Dylan White when he fought. Moses the Talma.
No, who's my man from Philly?
Oh, Stephen Fulton.
I was gonna say so did Fulton.
No, but the Dylan White one was a mad thing. Because I remember watching his ring walk and like, yeah, Dylan's serious. He's on it. Man got pieced up.
I will never trust Dylan White ever again.
Never, bro. He made me not want to be Jamaican, bro.
They got violins coming out for him and everything, bro.
I want my children to learn how to play a musical instrument.
I can play a little bit of the cello.
Can you?
Yeah, I want to learn either the piano or...
I can't even play the tambourine, fam. Or the triangle.
Can't play the triangle?
No.
No rhythm?
Yeah, I got a little piece of rhythm like I can like dance with gal and that, but not like actual...
Musical rhythm. Fuck you now, blood. The background music is moving one way and Shay's beating again in the next way. Fuck.
No, I'm not even trying. I can clock to rhythm still for some reason, innit?
Nakatani's my guy, but I don't see him winning, man. It's peak. Yeah, bro.
He's gonna get touched to the
Icarus, bro.
iPhone settings.
Icarus, bro. That's what it is, man.
Too close to the
100%, bro. What did Usyk say? Something like
don't poke the horses.
Don't push the horses. Bro.
Yeah, don't push the horses.
Don't push the horses. I love threats like that.
Bro.
I love threats like that. They're random. You know, if you chat to a man in the street and you get rude to him or something, and he just tells you, you know, like my man in Desmond's, he turns around and says, "There's an old African proverb." It's like, bro, you're in trouble now. Now you're in trouble. Now you're in trouble. Do you know what I'm saying? That's when you know it's about to get long for you.
Remember when Mike Tyson said to my man, when the guy said, you God said he robbed his mom's earrings, and Mike Tyson said, "I got money now, I can pay you back. So come ask me for the money." And it just sounded like a threat, even though he was like, "Nah, I got money now. You come ask me for the money."
But like, even recently, bro, when Mike Tyson said he's voting for Trump, and they're like, "But Trump did all this stuff, and the black community is gonna hate you," and he's what are you gonna do? The room's got mad silent. You know what I'm saying? Wow,
even the Chinese, Japanese, what's his name? Jimi Hendrix.
Jappy Hendrix. What in the Guitar Heroes, bro?
Man said Jappy Hendrix.
We're never getting sponsored. We're never getting sponsored. It's never gonna happen. Big up, bro. Big up. Big up, man. We gotta go to Japan, bro. We gotta go to Japan.
Jappy Hendrix.
Oh, right, we got Michael Richards there. That's Michael Richards there. Oh, he's holding one of the belts. Michael Richards holding a belt on that, blood. Michael will go anywhere, blood. Look at Michael will go anywhere, bro. He will do any gig, bro.
Oh, fam, this guy's dumb.
He's
bring the remote quick. Quick.
What, the laptop?
Sorry. Man, this guy's hilarious.
See, if I was a boxer, yeah, I don't know if I'd want all this.
Never.
I wouldn't want all this because doing all this to lose is mad, bro.
No, Dylan was on Mind Games. Try stole the young boy and Moses got him out of there. Trust me, man, made us wait so much time. Big up the man. Them shout out to you. White twang. You with the ring walk. I'm telling you, bro. We watching the ring walk. I'm like, yeah, this guy's on it. This is a mad entrance. Trust me, man. Said Jappy Hendrix, bro. Nick is hilarious. I swear down, but this guy is actually made for this. You might hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, share. We're gonna be live later today for better
Nakatani's
videos.
not getting vexed, bro. He's waiting forever, blood.
That's what you do.
Watching a fucking. You know, Arsenal do that. That's what Arsenal make it happen. If you play at Arsenal's ground, yeah, you'll see typically, not typically, but a lot of the time,
especially at your old ground.
Yeah, Highbury. Yeah, this is let man just wait for ages before coming out, bro.
That's why certain man used to go on the pads in the ring, you know.
Mm. But also, I think if they've got an entrance like this, you don't want to be watching the entrance. You don't want to buy into like, oh my god, he's the star. Yeah, he's really here. I'm enjoying this music. You're like, fuck it. You want to really stay. Well, I'd have headphones in or something. Do you train to music?
Yeah.
What music?
Gangster rap.
Gangster rap don't gas me, you know. So, like a lot of people say to me, they go gym to gangster, but gangster rap to me is like, it's like normal music.
I hear you.
You know what I'm saying? So for me, that don't gas me. Do you know what I'm saying?
I hear you.
If you take off my headphones in the gym, it's probably going to be like Linkin Park or some mad rock or something like that.
You said that. This is the wrong thing. He's looking into the crowd. You don't really want to do that. You gotta be like you're made for this. You can't really get brought into the occasion.
Yeah, 100%.
I could get in the bag still. Trust me.
Bro, Inoue looks ready as well, bro. Inoue loves all this as well.
He loves this, bro.
You see Inoue? That's what I'm saying. You see Inoue, yeah? Inoue is one of the fighters that believes in himself, bro. He believes in himself, bro.
He believes in all of this.
He believes in all of this, bro.
Like, you see him, yeah? He reminds me of... I don't know he's not from the same country, so don't say I'm being racist, but he reminds me of Bruce Lee. You know, Bruce Lee's got that aura. Like, Bruce Lee's different to Jackie Chan and Jet Li and these man. Bruce Lee had a certain aura. Do you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. Like, culturally...
Jet's got a great aura, though.
Yeah, he does as well.
Jet's got a great aura.
He does still. Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, I feel like this guy's got a bit of, like... He's got a bit of American confidence. You know what I'm saying? Like that rude boy.
But why do you always this is where me and you
when it comes to boxing? I don't see any other culture.
This is where our friendship is. This is where our friendship is capped.
What?
When the show eventually, when I steal money from you like Tigo did to Poet and the show collapses, it's gonna be because they're sucking off of American culture. What? Anything that's lit, you're always like, it's so American.
No, I'm talking about like black Americans. There's like a Floyd-esque type thing. What white fighter do you know that has that? What Mexican fighter do you know that has that? I don't really know any. Like
Mexican, there's Latin fighters that have had that. There's a lot
in this way, not in a new way.
Because they might not have been superstars. They might not have been superstars.
You're forgetting, my favorite fighter was Hector Camacho. Hector Camacho was like that.
Yeah.
But he weren't like that like this.
Because he weren't a superstar like this at the time.
Yeah, I hear you.
Hector Camacho's legacy got bigger after he retired.
Yeah, I hear what you mean.
Miguel Cotto was never this, but Miguel Cotto walking in with complete
superstars like that.
America is money. America, it's money, bro. That's why they have all that.
He has a swagger to him. Yeah, he's got that rude boy swagger still.
Do you have swagger?
I don't know.
I'm asking you, in your opinion.
I don't think...
Do you believe in yourself?
Yeah, I do.
Are you American?
No.
So it's possible for men who are not American to believe.
No, but I'm not talking about like AB dancing to the ring swagger, you know. I'm talking about like Floyd swagger. I'm talking about like Sugar Ray Leonard type swagger. You know what I'm saying?
Prince Nassim.
Mike Tyson. Prince Nassim's more braggadocious and flamboyant. That he's not being flamboyant.
Yeah.
AB
Beterbiev.
But Beterbiev's more determined. Like there's a level of demon in Beterbiev's eyes. He just looks normal. Like I'm gonna punch you up, but I'm gonna punch up and I don't even have to try type of thing. Yeah. This is another Tuesday.
It's not a special occasion.
This is another Tuesday. Yeah, this is another Tuesday.
I still think Beterbiev has.
Beterbiev's on a
Beterbiev and Triple G love it too much. They're scarier.
You know what?
They're like, I'm really gonna enjoy beating you. Yeah. This is gonna be a lot of fun.
No, but you know Beterbiev, he talks to himself to the ring.
Yeah.
I'm like, well, this guy's on the next flex.
He's talking to God.
Remember when Eddie Griffin done that joke where he's talking to God like, please don't make me have to kill another one of these guys. I just think he's always fighting in his backyard, so it's easy to have that confidence. No, he had that. He
fought in Vegas.
He fought in Vegas.
He fought a Mexican in Vegas. Yeah, that's Cardenas' backyard. He's not always fighting in his backyard.
Might as well.
He's fought in Saudi.
Be Boots fighting in Philly career long. Difference with Boots is Boots ain't fought at the level that.
Also, you man forget. What do you mean in his backyard? Nakatani's Japanese. What are you talking about?
Samson facts. It's like United playing every game.
He don't play at home every game. He's fought in Saudi. He's fought in Vegas. He's fought multiple times outside the country.
People has aura, in my opinion. I don't really think so. I don't really think so. Arthur jogs it to the ring. That's frightening. Not all the time. Not all the time. Not all the time. Bivol got that quiet confidence. Bivol's very, very stoic.
Remember I said to you, when I need to get gassed, I listen to the either Beterbiev or Triple G introduction.
Oh yeah, the Triple G one's nuts. Triple G one's
nuts. Beterbiev one's similar though at the time.
Yeah.
He's the only world champion with a 100% knockout. 20 fights. 20 wins.
20 wins. Yeah. 20 wins by knockout. Yeah.
Turkey's jarring, bro.
Is this fight bigger than AJ versus Fury in terms of scale of money? No chance.
For money, now it can't be. See, these man.
But it's better though.
Yeah, of course. Both these men are closer to their prime.
Yeah, literally.
And this is for belts.
AJ versus Fury is for white man and black man who don't know.
Yeah, it's a race war. So it's a race war. Yeah, so it's a race.
Not even proper black man neither, you know.
No, then Conor Benn black man. Yeah. You count Conor Benn as a black man, so you can't chat to me. But, yeah. Eubank had aura.
He does. Eubank has aura. Eubank does.
He does, bro. Because the boxing doesn't match. He tries to have aura, and he's got a good personality and character, but the boxing does. Eubank's never been an elite fighter. How can you have aura? He's got something. Saka can walk out exactly as Henri walks out. There's not the same thing. It's not the same thing.
I hear what you're saying. Because
look at the names that we've just said. We said Triple G, Beterbiev, Hector Camacho, Eubank. What the fuck are we doing here? Why is he in this?
He's got something though.
This is like when Ben was at that Ring Awards. What kind of DEI hire is this? What are we doing?
Man, bro, that's a promotion still. Yeah. But Eubank has something. I don't know what to call it, but he's got something still. I don't know what it is. I don't know. He's got, like, Eubank does have that confidence about, I don't know what it is, bro. There's only a handful of boxers, past and present, that had that aura like that.
You've got to have the resume to back it up.
Facts. I hear that.
You lost to George Groves.
No. Bam reminds me of Fandora. Them man do this thing where, like, wear glasses and look like waste.
They look like nerds, yeah.
Them man, I think Fandora does. Like, Fandora can see perfectly, you know. I don't believe this 100%. Glasses thing. 100%. And Bam does the same thing.
It's just the same.
Them man be wearing.
Do you think Dubois pretends to be mentally slow?
No. I think he would deserve an Oscar for that.
Yeah, thanks.
He deserve an Oscar for that. You know what I'm saying? There's no script that could get him like that.
If he had a biopic, I think we'd have to get an actor that had some disability to play him.
Yeah, because it's just two on top still. Someone, Junto looks a little bit not nervous.
I think that the entrance got to him. He doesn't look as confident as he did when he was.
Yeah, facts. Fandora can see. Trust me, bro. Fandora does this. Nerd Nick was the first one to say that, bro. I don't believe this guy. You know, I don't believe this guy.
Lies, bro.
Bam does the same thing where he's got the high shirt button to the top and he's looking like a waste man.
Have you ever heard Gail use the term "big dick energy"? Pause.
Yeah.
It's like when someone's just so quiet and so confident, or whatever, and sometimes get like, bro, I bet this brother's packing a monster. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Man, you could never imagine Clark inside. Like, I reckon he's just, do you know what I mean? That's what Fondora's like.
Yeah, trust me, bro. Fondora's looking like a waste man.
I bet Fondora's into madness, like tying up his gal and spanking her for hours.
Yeah, trust me.
100%.
50 Shades of Grey thing. Do you have a timer on the rounds? Nah.
You got to chat to Shane about that.
Bro, you got to chat to Nick about that.
But you got to chat to Shane.
Increase the budget, fam.
You got to chat to Shane.
You got to increase the budget. The boys' box office. He's a box office in terms of the brother that played in Green Man.
Yes. he's dead now, unfortunately.
Oh, there's a famous line in that. Oh, that's where.
Something about is it gonna hurt, boss, or something?
Yeah,
like that.
Boss.
Yeah,
bro, that was so funny.
He's Lenny from A Mice and Men.
Yeah, trust me. That, if you know, Dubois after Woody said he would be a bin man if he wasn't a boxer. Actually, that killed him. Actually, true as well. Or working on site or something.
Who, Dubois?
Woody said that about Dubois.
Dubois be a security guard.
Yeah, probably knocking out man like what's his name?
Julius.
He has like 15 people with him. Yeah, trust me.
He had way more than 15. He had way more than 15.
He's got a crew like King Von right now.
Yeah, 100%. Here we go. Junto better show me something.
You know he's about to move to, man. Trust me. Dubois, maybe.
I'm scared, boss.
CTE, that's funny. I'm scared.
You see Dubois, he come into the game with CTE and he had to punch his head straight.
Trust me.
You know, like that. Here we go, round one.
Them man were having fights as a sperm fan.
Good footwork from Junto. Just to pivot.
Junto is holding centre ring as more than I thought he would be.
It's not going to last.
Probably won't.
But where
he needs to use that. You see that right foot that he's got there. He needs to continue keeping it on the outside, but stepping on Inoue's foot when he's coming over.
But Inoue does that launch. I really don't like that footwork wise. He's jumping over the foot like it's hopscotch, which I'm not a big fan of.
That's why if I'm Nakatani, I'm stepping on the foot.
Yeah.
So he can't launch in. So when you step on the foot and I punch you, if you drop, people might say it's a knockdown.
Yeah.
I see bare Mexicans do that.
Yeah, 100%.
Nakatani is laser focused though, because he's not just biting on the feints, but he's also responding to Inoue's like idiosyncrasy with his hand. Look at when Inoue's hands moving up and down. His hands was also trying to follow it as well.
Nakatani needs information to work off of. Inoue doesn't, but Nakatani's fought the lesser opposition.
Nakatani needs to change the pivot, not just to his right as well, because he's only spinning to his right. If Inoue
comes through with the right,
comes through the right hand, then he'll be exactly.
This is why it's difficult to fight a switch hitter, because if that's Crawford, he can take his right foot back and he can be in a totally different stance, and then he can press into
the problem with Nakatani is I'm struggling to see how he starts his offense because he's afraid to throw the jab. He's already afraid to throw the jab.
But he can
see, look at that. Look how fast he brought the jab back. He's scared of it.
What he can do is if he times it right, that backhand straight, when Inoue's coming in, there it is.
Yeah, so on time.
That backhand straight is there for him. Do you know what I mean? I wouldn't have thrown it that early. I would have actually maybe tried to allow Inoue to get a little bit more success and get sloppy. Let him touch and then do it, maybe in the second round. But that backhand straight is there for him.
Trust me.
And that's where Inoue gets caught off balance. Jab just moving him back.
If you time him when he's on transition in and on his way out, you can drop him still.
Yeah.
But the problem is you would have. That's why I'm saying the footwork is so important.
Great feet from Inoue, lovely.
He's frozen space. Space.
And it's the same as when I'm watching a footballer do step overs. Is the defender biting on the step over? Once I've got you moving, now I can maneuver you.
For me, as a southpaw, Nakatani isn't doing one thing that I want him to do. And for me,
don't get greedy.
If I'm Nakatani, I'm at long range. I'm actually throwing punches to deliberately miss, just to give him a full set like that.
Oh, it's the backhand again. He missed the backhand. That was very, very close. Inoue obviously taking that round. Some good information there. Inoue just really trying to establish himself. And like you said, Junto not really establishing himself, not really establishing the range.
He almost landed that, but he got caught with just some slightly touching punches. But
the problem is, when Inoue's coming in, he's leaving himself with He's leaving himself with no.
How many weights world champion is Inoue? I think 4. His man's the zone lagging. It lagged once. That was a good round. It was a feel out round. Junto just missed there. Yeah, he's trying to time on the way in with the backhand, which is the right idea. But if he could get his feet in the right place, and the only thing I would say is try to throw some shots outside of range, just to give him a full sense of distance.
But also to keep him back. Do you know what I'm saying? What he's doing at the moment is like parking the bus. You don't want to park the bus and just let Inoue attack. That's Arsenal v Man City.
58% of you lot thought Inoue's going to win. Only 58%. Mad.
A lot of Man City, this is a 50-50. Pretty rants in his burner accounts voting for Nakatani. Already Inoue's doing something I don't like.
Drop to the top. And I don't even know how he landed that because his foot was on the inside. Again, his foot was on the inside again.
Inoue, for me, is going too deep into his bag too early.
Now, I just think he wants to shock him. Because what he's trying to do is win rounds so Nakatani comes out of his shell.
Yeah.
That was poor from Nakatani. That backhand is too telegraphed now. Because he almost landed it a few times, but that shot was way off.
Yeah. We spoke about Nakatani.
That's a better shot. Yeah. That's a better shot because you set it up with a dummy. That was a better shot.
You want to throw punches just so that he's not coming forward.
Yeah, facts.
You're against an attacking fighter. If you don't throw punches, you don't want him to be first. That right hand is there for Inoue as well. He's going over the top with the left so that once Nakatani starts to think about the over the top left, that right hand can come straight through. But the backhand is redundant. It's not doing anything.
What Inoue needs to do is take some steps to his left. If you take some steps to his left, just to force and Nakatani into his right hand.
If Inoue drops Nakatani this fight, it will be that right hand. It's gonna be the right hand coming around. Whether that right hand comes, because Nakatani's got such long. Look where his high guard is. Look where his lead hand is. It's very far out. There's a lot of space to wrap that right hand around. Whether that goes to the body or in between, whether that goes to the body or the head, but that right hand coming around.
Inoue just needs to take some steps to his left. And then that shot that you're talking about, there.
The thing with Inoue is what he's doing. He's not done anything great. He's not done anything amazing, but he's still winning two rounds.
Because Nakatani's just gun shy.
Yeah,
he's just so gun shy right now, which is I'm not surprised by, because he doesn't want to barrier. Oh, that's a good shot again. That was actually a Nakatani going to his right, and he still got caught with the right hand, which is crazy.
Nakatani can't hold his hands in the right place while moving. I said this before about Bivol and why Bivol's elite. Bivol does a lot of things that are 7 or 8 out of 10 good, but it's what makes him elite is that he does them all at the same time.
Yeah. He's missing that right hand again because his foot isn't in the right place.
Inoue tried to score a cheap knockdown there. Junto had semi fallen down. He thought, if I get a cheeky punch in there, I'm going to claim.
If Junto steps on Inoue's lead foot and that left hand, you can land the left hand, bro.
We spoke a little bit about culture, Shane. These guys are very clean fighters. If you're fighting a Mexican, he's going to be stepping all over your feet. He's going to be wrapping you up. He's going to be getting in the clinch. Because we've seen one clinch so far.
Because the reason why he's not landing it is because Inoue is able to get out before he can. If I step on your foot, you can't get out.
Inoue.
You can't get out if I step out.
33 years old and still so far. There's the right hand to the body that I was talking about.
You see, Nakatani missed that right hand because Inoue is able to transition out. As you said, he's a clean fighter. Step on that foot, you can't transition out anymore.
This is orthodox versus southpaw. Typically, we see lots of stepping on each other's feet, lots of head clashes, lots of clinches, lots of launching at the same time. We're not seeing they're almost too clean. That's Junto's biggest problem. He's got some technical ability.
You missed that right hand again, just about, because he's just able to get out so fast. If you step on that foot, he can't get out. He can't get out. He's dead. So when you land that right hand, he's gonna try and drag his feet. He's gonna get caught and then slip over.
Yeah,
that's where you get those knockdowns. That man used to do that bare in Mexico, blood. Southpaw versus orthodox, especially when Inoue's not even trying to get his foot on the outside.
No.
He's not even trying to do that. 2-0. He's trying to time that left, but Inoue's getting up with speed. Exactly. When you the only way you beat speed is with timing and placement. And he's not really placing it right, and he's not really timing it right. I agree with Shane. He has to step on his facts. Then if you do that, as Nick said, he's clean in it. If you do that, he can't transition out. You can't do it. But Junto's quite clean. But then you can't just be relying on the straight left then. You got to be, that right hand's got to work way more. Have you seen Junto land one right hand?
No. That's what I said. That his lead hand is doing nothing.
That is literally, what Inoue has done is handicapped him already.
Yeah.
It's handicapped him already.
Yeah.
Backside, what's going on, Star?
It's the broadcast coming from Japan.
These men need to
because they keep doing this and going to the wide angles. So I think there's problems with the close angles on the zone. Because remember, the zone, it's not necessarily their cameras, in it. It's
a good thing I didn't pay for this, you know.
Yeah.
Even though I'm paying for my DAZN subscription every month. That's a good job from Nakatani. See, do more of that. Do more of that. If you if anything, then throw the jab from the hip so he can't see it.
Yeah.
Do that then. Just throwing the jab from the shoulders is unnecessary. Throw the jab from the hip.
Junto's starting to get a little bit more active.
Trying to.
Yeah.
Of what I saw, that does a decent job. Of what I saw, this is his best round, but he's still losing it.
Yeah. There's still half a round to go in round 3, so let's see what he can do. But the lead hand, he's not done anything to establish the lead hand. There's the right hand to the body, like I said.
Ooh, that's a good shot from Nakatani. But then he got caught with a shot as well. It's a good shot from Nakatani on the way in. He landed it. A brilliant jab from Inoue, stepping under. He threw the jab from underneath. That's actually a really good skill. And then Nakatani tried to counter with an overhand right. I don't know if he landed it, but he tried to throw it on the pivot. Oh, that's a decent shot from Inoue that grazed from the backhand right. We ain't really seen much combinations from either fighter. A lot of singles, a lot of people, both of them trying to rely on timing and placement. A good job from Nakatani. This is a better round from Nakatani. Good shot from Inoue though. Problem is, Inoue's got way too much levels to his game, so he can rely on head movement if he wants. Nakatani really can't get off the line.
Nakatani gains short. He also can't change levels.
Facts.
Do you mean Inoue? He can, but not as fast as straight right hand. That right hand. Really snappy right hand. Doesn't even step to follow it up either. Just keeps that range. Inoue's got his range. And
Nakatani is fighting his style, but he's fighting his style, but he's already been handicapped.
What did I say before the fight? If we get to round 4 and you start getting dragged into a Inoue's type of fight, then you're in problem.
But I do think this is Nakatani's style of fight. But the problem is Nakatani can't establish his lead hand. So it doesn't make a difference. That's a good shot from Nakatani there. It's a much more competitive round.
That's the first time they've kind of almost come into a head clash and they stop straight away. They're just both too clean. Do you mean? Nakatani's going to have problems if he fights.
That you shouldn't have fainted there. He shouldn't have fainted there. He should have thrown there. There's a closer
round. The bell went. It's all too clean. That's why he stopped. Again.
That's that fist.
Yeah, that's that, bro.
Got to step on his foot to go on the outside or getting facts. Facts that he's just losing that lead foot battle, bro. Because you can't establish a lead hand. To be honest with you, I'll say Nakatani had the better round in this round.
He still lost that round.
I would say he probably still lost. There's a shot from Nakatani that he landed that was good though. He just needs to be a bit more active with the lead hand. If he establishes the lead hand and his lead foot, then he would be able to get back into this fight. Yeah, he does. He does. And the reason why he's not able to is because he's not establishing his feet. You know what I'm saying? Everything really starts with your feet. You know what I'm saying? Inoue's taking steps which is counterproductive because when you're versing southpaw orthodox, you're always taught to go on the outside. But Inoue is actually going on the inside and actually landing shots inside of his shot. So you would actually think that's why the openings for the straight left is there because Inoue is actually dipping to that side. He's not going on the outside of the pivot. Oh, that's a good combination from Inoue. Double jab, overhand right.
We're into round 4, by
the way. Jab to the body, jab to the head, overhand right. And again, look at where Inoue is dipping to. Inoue is not dipping to the outside, he's dipping to the inside. So that's why it seems like the straight left is there. But what it's done is taken away Nakatani's lead hand. Because look at where he is. He's on the inside instead of the outside. Mm-hmm. Normally you're advised to go on the outside, but he's actually going in, which is taking away Inoue and Nakatani's lead hand. See, Inoue's stepping in. Look where he's stepping. He's not stepping. That time he went on the outside, but normally he's stepping in. He's not
Junto is very slow on the counter.
Very, very slow. But that's because he's gun shy. He's scared. He's waiting until he's in complete safety.
You're second to land and engage, but then you're second when you're up close as well. Like you've got to pick one. Are you setting the tempo? Do you mean?
Because he's not throwing until he's completely safe.
Yeah.
And sometimes you got to be almost.
This is why I'm saying he's getting roped into Inoue's fight because what you're doing is what Inoue wants you to do. Do you know what I'm saying? Typically, you're the longer rangier fighter. When I'm at range, you should be working the jab. Make me have to do something to get around one of your punches, get through one of your punches to get in. But I'm not going to do that. I can just walk in. You just left the door unlocked.
Look at that step from Inoue. Look at that step from Inoue. Again, more time I'm actually watching these guys' feet. I'm not even watching their head and their hands.
Inoue's a really good footwork, good right hand to the body.
And he done it because he's stepping in. He's stepping in and he's taking away Nakatani's jab. And Nakatani's trying to land the backhand, but he's not only throwing it until he's completely safe. You got to throw it once you see that step.
Nakatani's got to know when he's going to throw a single. And if he throws a single, parry it, but be ready to throw the backhand if he steps in.
But he's only. That's a great piece from.
How are you letting him walk in like that?
And then just leave. And just leave.
Yeah.
And just leave.
You watch the man walk into the house because the door was unlocked.
Fuck your gal and leave.
And then just walk out calmly.
He's just not doing enough. You know what I'm saying? Not caution.
Inoue's got some great faith.
You don't have to throw caution to the wind, but you can't be in a boxing fight and then just not that left hand has been there for you to land, but you're only throwing it once you're completely safe.
Yeah,
and it just doesn't make sense, bro. Junto should be trying to land that jab over the top. He's got the range. Inoue has the foot speed. I said the foot speed will be a problem. And we're seeing that right now. He's primarily focused on keeping his ranges, and as a result, his feet is too wide, making it harder for him to land counter shots. Also, he's only throwing the counter shots once he's in complete safety. You can't do that, bro. You can't throw once you're in safety, because that means he has extra time to
even when they get here in the clinch, or not in the clinch, but even when they get tied up there, he's not throwing a punch. You're just letting him punch you. And then again, you could have got caught for another punch.
It's smart because Junto won't be able to get leverage on the left. Facts. Inoue's foot speed is winning him the right. I said that at the beginning of the fight. I literally said that's what's going to happen. I think Inoue has struggled more with orthodox fighters catching him on the left side. I just think he's struggled more with fighters who are willing to gamble. So when you look at the Neris and the Cardinases, those guys are Mexican, so they will gamble more. Whereas Ahmed Aliyev is quite rigid, and Junto Nakatani is quite rigid. Picasso, they're quite rigid. Even Fulton, who's from a Philly style, they're not gamblers.
Yeah.
Like, they're not willing to take some to land some. Junto's also the same. He's struck. Nonito Donaire gambled. You got to be willing to gamble in fights, and I don't think neither of those guys are gambling. You got it 3-1. I don't think so.
What round have you given? Who's got it 3-1?
18. Nah. 8-3-1, but could easily be 4-0.
It's clear 4-0. The best round for Junto was the third round, and it still did. He still got out punched. And
he tried more.
Yeah,
but he just didn't do anything. No, that was a great job again. Again, that was a good attempt.
It's a good overhand again, and I think fighting those Mexicans earlier in his career has made Inoue so battle hardened.
Facts.
Do you know what I'm saying? That, like, you know, he understands a lot more about landing first.
That's a good shot. That's a good
backhand.
That was a good backhand. See, be a bit more.
He used the high guard. He used Inoue's high guard to kind of blind him, and then came with the backhand.
To have more confidence in your ability. That's a good shot, but then you got countered. You know what I'm saying? Like, you got to trust yourself, bro. Trust your chin. Trust your defense. Like, trust your chin, trust your defense.
That right hand is coming. Oh, he thought about it. There you go, right.
But why throw the counter, bro? Why are you waiting? Throw the counter. You was there.
Step into the counter too. Step into,
bro.
Make his work.
That's another good point.
Step into that counter.
That's another good point.
There's the overhand right that I'm talking about. You're letting him get away with clean work.
That's another good point.
If you can't land punches on me, if Shane's boxing my head off and I can't land punches on him, I can mess his work up.
Facts. I haven't seen one. Anytime he's landed the counter, Nick said, I haven't seen one time him step into the counter. He's just throwing the counter from his position, which is naturally a defensive position.
And he's got the footwork to get away from you. So I'm throwing a punch at you while you're moving away. I've got to step in.
Literally.
He's not missed by so far.
He's throwing it from a defensive position.
Yeah.
You got to step, then throw. You got to almost reset your feet and throw. And he's just not. The problem is, Nakatani's transition from defense to attack isn't as good as Inoue's transition from attack to defense.
Correct.
And that's the problem when you're not a great counter puncher.
There's the right hand.
Junto needs to work that body to slow Inoue's feet down.
I don't think he does, because he does. You're right, but Junto knows that he's got slower feet and slower hands. If he tries to go to the look how slow his counters are. If he tries to go to Inoue's body, he's going to get boxed.
See the difference. What you're going to see between Nakatani and Zerdo is Zerdo's slower than Benavidez, but Zerdo's going to gamble. Hopefully, Nakatani isn't gambling right now, not with his feet.
But Benavidez doesn't have one punch knockout power.
True.
Inoue has one punch knockout power.
That's true. 100% step round the back, a hand downstairs.
It's a great 2-piece from Inoue. It's going to be 5-0.
Bro, it might be 12-0, blood. Because I don't really see. Oh, that's a good shot from Nakatani.
Yeah, good shot. And he stepped in.
Yeah, he just stepped in. Like, if you can't trust your transition, then don't transition.
Yeah.
Just stay in the front foot.
Yeah.
If you can't trust your transition, don't transition, bro. Like a Ryan Garcia. Ryan Garcia's got the worst transition in boxing.
Yeah.
But he don't transition.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna fight my way.
5 rounds. It's gotta be 5.
Junto needs to go first. He's not fast enough to catch him in between. Well, he's not even trying to catch him in between properly. Because even when he's trying to catch him in between properly, there's no confidence behind any of his attacks. He's only doing it once he knows that he's safe. And you can't do that in boxing. It's like trying to counter-attack, but you're still leaving players behind the ball. If you're counter-attacking, you got to throw players forward. Inoue's speed is the difference, but Junto's still very dangerous. The speed is definitely a problem for Junto. Junto does have openings because Inoue fights aggressive, but I think now you're 5 rounds down, bro. You're gonna have to start throwing caution to the wind, blood. What a 1-2.
I think, but like you said, he's better coming out of here 12-0 than coming out of here with a bad stoppage.
Boy,
because if he throws
rounds back,
if he throws caution to the wind,
that was a good shot. That was a good shot. That was a good counter shot. That was a good counter shot there. That was because Inoue actually stayed. Inoue didn't actually go back. That actually might be a bad sign for Nakatani still. That might be a bad sign.
Because I was going to say, as much as you and Nakatani's landed a couple of better counters, but guess what? Inoue's won 5 rounds. He's now 5 rounds more confident than he was.
And he might have felt some of your shots and thought, you know what, fuck it.
Yeah. Inoue's droppable.
You know what? Yeah, it's good. This is a bad sign.
I told you.
Inoue ain't stepping back.
No, he's not scared of him.
Look, watch the next time Inoue goes in. He's not actually transitioning out anymore. He's actually, when he steps in, I bet you don't transition out. He actually probably doesn't. He probably doesn't have that much fear of the power anymore. Or maybe he's got the timing and rhythm of it. He didn't step up. He didn't step up. He's right there. He's stepped back now, but he didn't step up. Before he was bouncing all the way out. He's not even doing that no more.
Nakatani needs to try to make him pay for that. I know you're saying Inoue's not scared of the power, but all you can do is punch him. That's all you can do.
Facts.
You can't take a baseball bat into the ring. Do you know what I'm saying? So, but Inoue's not really been hit clean with the kind of punches that have dropped him before yet. Maybe that'll make a difference. So we'll have to see. But for me, you've let Inoue get too much control. I know you're saying this is how Junto fights, but you're fighting Inoue's fight. You're fighting exactly how he wants you to fight. And that's the problem. Good 3-piece there. Double jab in the right.
That's a good shot from. One of the shots were good from Nakatani. A bit good impetus.
Yeah, you tried. Yeah, you've been so flat.
What a jab!
Changing levels.
Jab to the body, up jab to the head. What a shot!
That up jab is lovely.
And it's stepping in. It's so counterproductive what Inoue is doing right now as well. Yeah. You just don't want to do it if you're an orthodox fighter. This is literally not in a textbook at all, bruv. But he's stepping in and throwing an up jab. That's a good right hand.
He's very fast, anyway.
Facts. So when you're fighting someone fast, you just got to kind of flipping Sean Porter it out, blood.
100%.
Just step to them, blood.
Why are you going back so far, bro? Is he hit that hard? You got to take 2 steps back off a body shot from someone 3 inches shorter than you. Launch that counter hand.
Oh, you tried there still.
But when he's going to the body, that's easy, bro.
He threw that left foot like he was scared. He definitely ran away, fam. Yo. Oh, that's a great shot.
We're seeing Inoue land singles. Now we're seeing him land 1s and 2s.
Oh, good uppercut from Junto, but then
in between.
Step.
He landed 2 good punches that whole round. 2 good punches that whole round. 6-0.
These are all competitive rounds, but Junto's struggling to time him. And
some of these rounds are not competitive.
He ain't taking. It's easy to score. I wouldn't say Inoue's battering him, but he's beating him.
Some of these rounds are
smash the likes, therefore smash the likes. Not saying this is the case, but do you man think Junto might be drained at the weight and isn't trusting his gas? No, not at all. Is Terence Crawford sleeping? Rather that Terence Crawford was sleeping for a second. Shane, Inoue has the time and he knows he's got the faster feet. Facts. I 100% agree. Stepping in with that screw jab shows he ain't respecting Junto's power. But from the first round, he's just taken away Junto's jab. Like Junto's jab is his money punch, and he's just taking it away from him. Crawford sleeping. That's what I'm saying. Speed makes people gun shy. Trust me. Yeah, 100%, 100%. But that's what separates like elite fighters and guys who just saying, you know what, I gotta get it somehow, innit? I gotta get it some way somehow, bruv. I'm saying on a Roberto Duran type thing.
And we didn't expect Junto to be knocking Inoue out. We're now in round 7, where if he loses this round, Junto throwing more punches, though.
He's come out aggressive.
He's had to come out aggressive, because that's what I was going to say. If Inoue wins this round,
1-2.
then it's 7-0, and that's pretty much all she wrote.
I'd be disappointed if it ends like this, because Junto actually hasn't given the best account of himself, because he just allowed himself to fall into a trap.
Yeah,
where he's just biting off everything. You didn't actually roll the dice. You go into the dressing room and say, I don't really think I rolled the dice.
Not even really particularly hurt, not even really particularly tired, haven't had to come to canvas, no broken bones. You come out of a fight
with this. Great lead right there.
Lovely. Looking straight in his eyes.
like not only has Inoue showed him levels physically and technically, but he's shown him levels in terms of spirit.
Yeah. To be fair, that's easy to do when you're winning every minute of the fight.
No, but that's when you show spirit, innit? Yeah. That's when you show spirit, bro.
He got out that time anyway. He did step back out that time.
Yeah,
good right hand. Look at the range. Good right hand.
Good right hand.
What I said, look at the range now. We're fighting at Inoue range.
Yeah, now we are.
Now
and that Inoue pace as well.
Yeah. Now we're in my
pace. Because
now you're
handicapped. Now you're handicapped. And you can't establish a jab. You can't establish.
But I fought your style to see what you were saying. You weren't saying much, and now let's fight my style.
Literally, bro. Now you're gonna get worked, fam. This is gonna look.
Oh, it's a big left hand.
I don't even know if that was a jab or if that was a.
It was like a corkscrew jab. I mean, he kind of threw it and then twisted it.
Bro, now Nakatani's getting touched like an iPhone, bro. Yeah. Peak. This round's probably the worst round still. Cause. No, forget whether he's coming. Forget what Nakatani's throwing. Inoue's actually landed some clean shit on him, bro.
And more powerful shots as well. A lot of the shots for touching shots now.
Bro, Nakatani looks like he respects him, bro. You gotta try and beat this dude up, bro. Yeah. Like, don't respect him. That was a good shot from Nakatani there. Oh,
that's lovely.
The way he threw the right hand from the reset position was
really,
crazy.
Really lovely.
And then jab over the top. The way he threw that right hand from the reset position.
Really interesting punches. And that's got to be him, you know. That's not even his coach. Because we have a lot of people coming out of that gym doing that style.
But you got to trust the eyes. You got to trust your eyes with that.
Yeah.
You got to trust your eyes. The difference is probably a madness for him. The time difference is probably a madness. Oh, for Crawford, probably. I've never been in a room with someone with crazy speed, so I don't really know what it's like. No, bro. Like whenever, and I always say it depends on what type of speed you have. Like you see people with like look at that right hand thrown from the reset position. That is, you really have to trust your hand-eye coordination to do that, because you've thrown the right hand, your body is now set. He's now reset, and you still manage to throw that same right hand and land. That is ridiculous. Yeah, if someone's got a overall speed, like someone like Sugar Ray Leonard, that's who I always say is fast, because he has speed with everything. Hands, feet, head movement, everything's moving fast. And he has fast twitches, and Inoue's got that. Inoue's got that. Like, you ain't gonna see him throw combinations like Benavidez, but Benavidez ain't slipping left and right. Benavidez ain't got the foot speed. Do you know what I'm saying? So having speed in an individual situation is different to having speed as a, like, on a whole. I have and it makes you hesitate. You gotta just say F it and be prepared to take one to give one. Facts. And that's what Nakatani's not willing to do. Or you gotta have a really good high guard. You gotta have a really good high guard. Great shot. Like the fight that you guys might want to go and watch is Erislandy Lara versus Brian Castano. Brian Castano obviously slower than Erislandy Lara, but Brian Castano just walked behind the high guard and just said, "Bonnie, let's just have it."
But fighting someone with speed, fighting everyone with speed is different. No, fighting everyone with speed is different, because you could fight someone with speed for one punch speed. Do you know what I'm saying? That's different to fighting someone that throws fast combinations. And then when you look at the difference between one punch speed and combinations, then you get into how much power are they hitting you with? Do you know what I mean? Is it single shot power? Is it fast but not very powerful? In which case you're going to maneuver that slightly differently. You might have a better exchange rate, eating a couple of punches in order to get one of yours off. What do you do? What's the strength? Now they're getting in some really fiery exchanges right in the middle. Inoue looking for that uppercut. Junto trying to wrestle the fight back, but it's the momentum. Like, he's lost the momentum, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? He's literally lost the momentum. Nakatani's going for it right now, Mali said. Yeah, but he's going for it, but he ain't winning it, bro. Inoue's smiling at him. Yeah, fighting somebody with a fast single, that's not terrible, because if you can time it and you can slip it, then you've got all the freedom to do what you want.
Facts.
Throwing someone that throws fast combinations, now you've got to really think, because you're going to have to eat some punch at some point.
No, but the problem with his is with Inoue is everything's fast. That is a great up jab again.
Yeah.
That jab is literally just money, bruv. It's just money.
Good right hand from Nakatani.
Like, I knew he's got fast feet. I knew he's got fast hands. I knew he's got good head movement. He's got good quick reflexes.
Yeah.
He's explosive. So many things are working at a fast rate.
Do you know what I'm not really happy with Nakatani, or what Nakatani's not really poor in this fight? Accuracy. When he has landed punches, it's arms, it's he's not really hit the head. He's not even really doesn't even really seem he's aiming for Inoue's head really. He's happy with
that's good work from Nakatani.
It's much better.
But it's a bit too late now.
Yeah.
That's what I would have been doing from round 1.
Yeah.
That's what I would have been doing.
Maybe from round 3, once you saw that this nigga's speed is where you went in there thinking, you gotta think Nakatani thought like, yeah, I might be just as quick as him. Yeah, I might. I mean, I got something for him. Once you realise that wasn't the case, now you wrestle this dude. Do you know what I mean?
He's showing him levels still.
Yeah, 8-0. Benavides has hand speed because he arm punches a lot, but his feet aren't fast.
No, and his head movement ain't quick now. And he's not explosive.
Look at that. This best round for Nakatani so far, and he still lost it.
I'm smiling as well, brother. You dumb. What are you smiling for? Like, what are you doing, fam?
Is there a question? Is there a problem with Nakatani's ambition? Do you think? You know,
I think he's happy to be there.
That's what I was gonna say. Is this like Belanga getting a shot against Canelo? It's just like sick. I got the Canelo fight.
Yeah,
once the contract signed, my job's done.
Potentially.
Anytime Inoue decides to sit down and trade on the inside, he looks slightly vulnerable. Yeah, he doesn't look vulnerable. He looks more vulnerable than he does.
Yeah, fact.
On the in and out, but that's always gonna happen. Into round 9, 8-0 in my opinion.
That was a terrible attempt at a street.
When we saw Shakur fight Tio, I said, when was the last time we saw a world title fight be 12-0? Junto set the pace this time.
Yeah, he's trying this round. This is a much better start. That was a terrible thing because you didn't even do. That was a good
sympathy round. Now this is boxing. We don't do sympathy rounds. Now it's a culture thing, Nick. Trust me, this is a huge event for their country. These men are just proud to be there. That's what I'm saying, bro. He's happy, bro. Man, you're losing 8. I've never seen a man losing 7-0 smiling. You think Teofimo would be smiling at Shakur? Losing 7.
Well, he's a waste man though. He's an idiot.
Who, Tio?
Yeah,
just as an example though.
That's a better combination. He might win this round. Because I knew he hasn't really thrown much. That's a great straight right. Literally as soon as I said it.
Yeah, Junto's doing really well this round. Just throwing volume of punches. We've not seen any rounds where he's throwing volume of punches.
I mean, I knew he landed some shots, but Junto's throwing more. Trying to be more. I knew he's fighting more off the back foot. But I mean, to be honest with you, now Inoue's just enjoying himself.
Yeah, he's in cruise control now.
Oh my days, look at that
one. I was going to say, Inoue also has that power to flick the switch.
Oh, look at that
left hand, yeah.
And then again.
If you land, this is what I'm saying. You land volume against me, this is what we're going to do. We're going to get it back in blood.
Yeah, trust me. And then he just spun out like he was not even.
Because I can see a world where Junto has a really good round, is putting it on him and then gets countered and dropped.
Yeah, probably.
And then you've lost the round.
That's a good straight left. Oh, look at that jab from Inoue. Now he's forcing Nakatani to move all of his body like in coordination because he's moving. Do you know what I'm saying?
The only reason Nakatani should be smiling is if this is part of his game plan. No one's game plan is to lose 8-0.
Even if remember that's what they were saying about Dave Allen, remember?
That was right. No one's game plan is to lose 8-0. Because even for Nakatani to knock him out in the last 2 rounds, you would have had to gain some level of respect.
Facts.
And also, Inoue is the knockout guy.
That's a good shot from Nakatani. He might have won this round, potentially. Maybe. I think maybe Inoue probably gave it to him as well. I don't even know. Inoue hasn't really been as active. Good shot from Nakatani. It piss me off, though, because I'm like, if you fought like this maybe 4 or 5 rounds ago, we might have had a different story.
Yeah.
Oh, really good combination from Nakatani.
That's lovely. Inoue's going to want it back before the end of the round.
Oh, great shot from Nakatani again with the backhand left.
Yeah, where was this? Because now the fight you've locked, unless you knock him out, the fight's over. So unless
what the hell was this, bro? This is annoying. You could have done this earlier. Nakatani won this round.
Yeah.
Nakatani won that round.
Yeah. I got an 8-1.
That's annoying because you could have done this earlier. Like, bro, what are you
8-1.
doing, bro? You could have done that earlier.
Is Inoue taking a round off, or is he just significantly slowed down?
No, I just think Nakatani just got more impetus, bro. He's now starting to throw shots.
Look
at that. And in this backhand and left.
I'm telling you, anytime Inoue tries to stay in trade, Junto's piecing him up. Even if that's true, it just don't matter, bro. I mean, boxing is so many different things. You can't rely on, I'll beat you if Shane's outboxing me comprehensively. I said, but if you stand still and trade with me, I'll beat you. Okay.
No, but then trade. Yeah. Then trade them. Yeah. Why is it taking up until the point where you
make me win? But also make me. Doing Shane's gonna jab on the outside and box my head off, and I'm gonna look to trade. But make me trade then. Drag me into use your footwork. The same thing with William Skull beat Canelo because he landed more punches. Do you mean people are like, oh, but he's moving? Well, chase him then. Do you know what I'm saying?
Literally.
Nah, Inoue's feet naturally slowed a little. Them shots weren't on her.
Yeah, but you weren't throwing it though. You look at he's coming forward, but in the first 6 rounds he was going in reverse.
Yeah, but I do think Inoue's feet are slowed down.
Potentially, but I don't. It's just your output is gone though. Your output has gone. Yeah, that's my problem. Your output wasn't there. Forget Inoue. You personally didn't throw as much shots. Now he's throwing shots. Good shot from Nakatani. He's going to get it. Go and get it in blood, bro. This is what I'm saying. You went into the 10th round for you. That's
lovely from Inoue.
But you can take his shots, so keep going. Don't give up. You know what I'm saying? Make this guy go in reverse.
But can you take his shots?
Bro, you don't know you can until you find out, innit? Oh, great overhand right from Nakatani.
Absolutely rocked Inoue. And Inoue didn't start fighting back. Shout out to Harvey Specter for the £5 gifted. Big up, man. Them thought this fight would be somewhat competitive slightly, but it's getting competitive now. It's getting competitive now.
Nakatani decided to start fighting too late, bro. Yeah. Maybe we can see a rematch. Because if Nakatani can end this fight,
I said if they can end the fight. I said if for me, if I'm Inoue, I'll do 2 of these fights and then maybe a bam and then I'm done.
Well, that was a good shot from Nakatani again. Nakatani's probably winning this round as well.
Yeah, I've got it 8-1 so far. Could be 8-4 by the end, blood. Knockdowns could count a lot. Inoue eating some shots from
Nakatani.
No, he's slowed down, bro.
He's slowed down. He's slowed down because he's definitely slowed down. Even the head movement, his hands, the in and out, everything. His hands slow down as well. His hands and his feet is slowed down.
Rance has got it 7-2. I've got it 8-1.
He needs to get a knockdown, but Nakatani needs to go out and get it. Go on, get it. Throw it. Use your youth in it. You're younger than him. You're younger than him.
Head clash. See that? I'm not saying that Inoue did that deliberately, but if I'm under pressure, I'm making this dirty. If I put me under pressure, I'm making it dirty.
That's a bad cut.
Yep, now he's cutting right on the brow line.
That is a bad cut into the eye as well.
Look at this.
That's actually Nakatani. That's actually Nakatani. Nakatani's dipped his head in.
That's what I'm saying. But bro, if you are gonna,
obviously not deliberately.
It's not. This one's not deliberate. But for me, yeah, bro. Let's make it ugly then. Let's do that.
That's a bad cut.
Yeah.
In terms of where it's that's going into your eye.
It's going to get the doctor.
Look at Inoue. He's got a deep look into that. You know what I'm saying?
And Nakatani's like, for fuck's sake.
But you know what though? This is actually a good thing. Because I want to see a rematch, bruv. I actually want to see a rematch. I know I'm not a person who's normally a fan of a rematch, but now I'm seeing Nakatani actually step,
Yeah.
I just want to know what it would have been like if you'd done this from round 1. Yeah. And now I'm seeing self-belief. So if you carry the self-belief that you have into this fight, into the next fight, you might actually have more confidence going forward.
Yeah.
Now go and get it, bro. Go and get it, fam. Yes, Nakatani. Oh, good shot, Nakatani. Big left hand. Again, tried but he missed. That's what I'm saying. Step to him, blood. That's what I'm saying, bro. That's what I'm saying. This is a good...
See, this is the kind of stuff that Rance was thinking about when he was saying, but this is what Junto can do, but we just didn't see it.
He actually is not even fighting his normal style.
No.
He's actually fighting he's showing me that he's got levels to his game. I said he was one pace. Maybe he's not. This is good. I've always said this guy's one pace and he can only fight one way, but he's not. He's fighting a different way. He's showing that he's got levels.
Nah, Shane, he can't start a fight like this. Got to pace it. He's got to.
No, but maybe he's got to rely on his youth. His stamina is definitely better than Inoue, so trust it, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying? Trust your stamina. Trust the ability that you can take a punch. He might have better punch resistance than Inoue. Do you know what I'm saying? Trust your ability to take. Oh, that's a great shot from Inoue. But you got to trust yourself, innit? He went into this fight with no confidence and he's going to leave this fight with confidence.
Yeah.
For me, that's automatically a bad. The game plan is wrong.
Yeah.
The game plan didn't work. If I've left the fight with more confidence than I start the fight with, but I lose the fight, then I've got this fight wrong. Because if I started this fight with the same confidence I ended it with, I probably could have won it. And it's the self belief that wasn't there in the first few rounds.
I've got it 8-2.
Same.
Inoue has severely deteriorated in the last couple rounds.
That is a great shot.
This is why I'm not sure about him moving up in weight at this stage in his life.
But this is why I actually think Bam might cause this dude problems. In a year's time.
Because also Bam would have made him this tired a lot earlier.
A lot earlier. When you relying so much on explosive speed, you get tired, bro. You get tired.
AT's got it 7-3. I think Ransford got it 7-3. I've got it 8-2.
Now Nakatani, step on him. Pause.
Make these, but Inoue's not even throwing. Make these punches count. Inoue's getting really desperate. Like he's not throwing anything. Before his punch selection was brilliant. He's just throwing a wild overhand right. There's not really a lot of thought process to it. That's better.
That's a good shot again from Inoue.
That's much better.
Maybe Inoue's got a second win potentially. Oh, overhand right from Inoue.
Much better.
But then Nakatani's trying to come back.
The first half we had a boxing match. The boxing match is done. We've got to fight now. Now we're fighting. At a certain point, we've got to fight.
That was a good shot from Nakatani. There wasn't much weight behind it, but there was weight behind that from Inoue. Oh, that's a good shot from Inoue. Missed by Nakatani.
It's going to be a close round, but Inoue's going to try and win it on like ego and bravado. Do you know what I'm saying?
I think he's actually winning this round in general.
Yeah.
That was a good shot from him. Not much weight behind the right hand, but there was a good shot behind the backhand left.
Ransom, this is the Nakatani I expected earlier. Didn't expect him to be so cautious on the outside.
Facts.
But maybe Nakatani can't sustain this type of gas tank. Do you know what I mean? Because he had 2 really good rounds, and now he's kind of
taking a bit of
time now. Do you know what I'm saying? So
you know your body, innit?
Yeah. He'll be very disappointed to let this round go, though.
Yeah, trust me, this is an opportunity. This is
the opportunity. You've had 2 good rounds. You got
great uppercut from Inoue. And Nakatani felt that he went straight in reverse straight away. And Inoue knows the momentum tipped again.
Another right hand uppercut could be there.
There you go, right there.
My punch selection's too good, you know.
Trust me. Oh, again, another straight uppercut there that was there. I knew he's felt it, but Nakatani's felt it because his hand's gone in his pockets again.
Yeah. Got the earmuffs on. Good right hand.
Yeah, the blood is going into his eyes as well. That was a good shot from Nakatani overhand right. Oh, good really good right hand. The variation of the right hand's been really good from Inoue in this round.
Yeah. And with the glove there, even if I punch your glove and it goes into your eye, with all that blood, you know what I'm saying? Everything's.
I still want to see a rematch, though.
No, for sure.
I still want to see a rematch. Because the second half of the fight has been really good. And if Nakatani started the fight earlier and he trusted himself, look what he's doing with that hand. Because he's targeting that eye, that hand is taking away the left hand.
So, but now if we get that left hook, if I get that left hook, I would jab and left hook. Double up the left hand.
There you go.
Oh,
that is a great uppercut. Uppercut with the left hand this time. But you know, if I'm Nakatani, I'm still throwing the right hand as a surprise.
Yeah.
Yeah, Nakatani got pieced up this round still.
Yeah, that I'll tell you what, that cut has potentially saved Inoue from a harder fight than it otherwise could have been.
Yeah. I was gonna say.
No, he was winning, but the fight. If Junto kept going on that same speed for the next 2 rounds, who knows what would happen? Now I've got it 9-2. Do you know what I'm saying? And all he's got to do is survive now.
What an uppercut with the left hand.
What I say, you need that left hand uppercut. Well, I said left hook actually. I said I would have doubled up, left jab, bang, and round the outside. Junto always fights in bursts, usually controls the fight better. Definitely paid Inoue too much respect.
Hey, early, way too much respect. KMT, that eye, man. Yeah, the eye's bad.
Don't forget to like the video. Don't forget to subscribe. We're going into the last round. And don't forget, we are going to be live later on for David Benavidez versus Zerda Ramirez, or Zerda Ramirez versus David Benavidez, I should say.
Yeah, facts. Oh, that's a good shot again from Inoue.
And one thing we can see already,
good shot from
Junto is not coming out with that same. Really?
That's why I said I will throw that left hand as a surprise because he's not expecting it.
Yeah.
Yes, Nakatani. Because he's expecting you to keep your hands high, throw it as a surprise. He's not expecting it, so his head's not going to come off the line for it.
Yeah. That right hand is there, though. That right hook is there.
That was a good shot from Nakatani again. Trust your ability to throw the left hand. You didn't load up on it that time.
It's a really intended fight.
Oh, good shot, especially the second half of the fight. It's been really good. Good to see that both of these fighters have like shown variations to their game. And mentally, it's just annoying that Nakatani took so long to actually do this. Oh, that's a good shot from Inoue.
There's the right hand. Lovely. Lovely. Don't throw them combinations against me, my boy.
Trust me.
You better keep that left. You gotta keep that left hand high, my boy. Keep that left hand high, my boy. That's like a trainer. That's like your coach's one. Boom. Keep your hand up. Oh, that's a good 2 or 3 piece. Yeah. Good right hand again. Inoue's just fighting on pure adrenaline now. You can see he's tired.
Oh, that's a brilliant double uppercut there with the right hand. He's gone for the uppercut again. He missed it, but I think he just had a look at the time there. Did you see that?
Yeah.
Just had a look at the time. He's feeling the pace still. I'm not gonna lie.
Facts.
Oh, good overhand left from Nakatani. He's losing this round, but he's showing some good spirit, bruv. So it's a guy like this, he's got heart and the chin. Should have maybe thrown a bit more caution to the win earlier, bro. Trust yourself.
Like someone said, Inoue was losing a lot of those exchanges, but you got to force him into those.
Yeah, facts.
I think he's worried about the power.
But you got to trust yourself.
Serbia, where like now
trust yourself.
Now Bivol's felt the power. It's like cool. I'm not scared of it anymore.
So you got to trust yourself.
One more right hook. The right hook is still there while he pivots. The right hook is still there. Inoue with his hands low.
I missed the uppercut there.
He fights like an anime character.
Yeah, kind of.
Where he jumps into punches and stuff like that. Anyway, trying to get back to his timing. Trying to time Junto. Last 20 seconds.
It's fat. It's flown by though.
Yeah.
Oh, he almost landed over and left there. Oh, that was close. Good job.
This has been a great fight. I agree, Junior. It's been a great fight.
Yeah, a very good fight.
That's it. I got it 9-3 to Inoue.
Same. Try the ting, Nakatani. Definitely try the ting, but there's levels in boxing.
Junto will get a lot of confidence from the second half of this fight.
100.
Inoue showed his experience, managed to fight well. The cut defo let him off the hook, though. Yeah, he doesn't look as devastating as he did earlier in his career. Do you know what I mean? Once Junto started putting it on him a little bit more, and we saw how the fight was going, it wasn't like Inoue didn't really look like knocking him out at any stage. Do you know what I mean? If I was Junto, I'd want a rematch. Great fight, showed the experience. Disappointing fight for me. Not sure if Nakatani deserves a rematch. I don't know what you.
I mean, personally, it's not the reason why I say I would want to see a rematch is because there's not many guys who he can fight. That I want him to fight. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't want him to move up the weight classes, and I kind of want to see Bam. So, if he's fighting Nakatani as an interim, then perfect.
Yeah, I agree. It's not so much that I want to see hit this rematch again. For the sake of this rematch, it's the sake of like I don't know what else I would want to see him do instead. So.
It was a comprehensive win from Inoue.
Yeah.
Nakatani did have enough moments in the fight.
When you're so good, anything looks good against you, blood. Do you know what I'm saying? If I land one punch,
you know what this fight slightly reminds me of? It reminds me of Benavidez versus Morel.
Yeah.
Where Morel had moments, obviously his moments were better than Nakatani's moments because he actually dropped Benavidez. But Morel had moments, but he just never actually had enough confidence throughout the entire fight.
Yeah.
And just the overwhelming pressure and output of Inoue, just like against Benavidez, was just a bit too much. And that's what's going to get you losing the fight. And I think I scored the Inoue fight, this fight 9-3.
Yeah.
I scored Benavidez 9-3 as well. I feel like you just got to roll the dice a little bit earlier, man.
Yeah.
You, man, we're going to be live later today, by the way.
I might have to skip the Arsenal live because I'm fucking tired.
Yeah, no, go get some sleep. I need to go set up. I need to go sort out some shorts as well. I got sent to you.
I don't know if I am, because I'm tired, bro. I need to sleep because I'm gonna be live from like 3 a.m. till like 6 a.m.
6 a.m. You lot will be live later today, obviously. You may hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. The OnlyFacts Sports podcast is out. This is out right now. So go and watch that. OnlyFacts Football's out right now. We got the weekly wrap-up show on Monday, sorry. Yeah, man, just keep tuned. Stay tuned for what we got coming. But yeah, man, what if we don't, in fact, if we don't get a rematch, then what do you want to see?
I'm watching Eggington, but again, I'm not sure if I'm going to be live. I know it is, being live is kind of energy draining. Do you know what I'm saying? So I'm going to watch it, but I'm going to watch it from my bed, blood. And you man don't want to just see me laying in bed topless.
The last hours, if anything,
Rants is probably going to be live for the Arsenal game.
If any, yes, you man go to Rants, OnlyFacts reading. If anything, I know I'm not even going to say what I was going to say because I want to get sleep myself. I'm probably gonna watch the Walker fight myself, but I'm
gonna watch everything. So I'm gonna have to watch the Arsenal guy. I'm gonna watch everything.
And you watch Bilal Fowler, isn't it?
Yeah, of course.
The fight kind of went exactly the way I thought it would go. I thought maybe Inoue might get a stoppage, but I did think I'm lying. The fight didn't go the way I thought it would go.
Here's the scorecards: 120, 106, 119, 118,
118. One judge gave Inoue every round. That's mad.
But one ref gave. Oh, okay, yeah. So I thought it said.
One ref gave Inoue every round. I didn't see that. Still.
No, there's like 1 or 2 rounds that.
If I
at least one round like 9 or 10 that was clear. That's the first round when Junto put it on him and Inoue was kind of on his bike a bit. That's a clear Junto round.
Like for me, if I was Junto, I'd be looking at it like I definitely left a little bit of food on the table there.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, I was annoying because he showed to me that he can go and get it. He can go get it, but he didn't go and get it early enough.
Yeah. He said, "Nah, Nick, you should be live. Blood, I'm going live at 4 o'clock in the morning, but I need to sleep. Blood. When am I going to sleep? Because if I go live at 5, that means I'm not going to nap now. So I'll be live at 5, and then that's going to go until 7:30. Because the game's actually 5:30 kickoff, so that's going to go until 7:30. I'm going to be fucked, bro.
And you don't sleep. You don't ever get to go sleep straight away. It never works like that. Yeah, man. Who do you want to see in a Inoue fight, like a Nakatani fight next thing?
Why not a bow? And these men love to bow, innit? The scorecards were 116, 112 for 2 judges, 115, 113 for the last one. So what did Ahmad put in the chat, man? What's that 120, 106? What's
115, 113 is kind of mad still. I'm not even gonna lie. That is a mad close scorecard.
So you're right, you said it earlier in the fight that Junto will leave with regrets in the ring if he doesn't commit. Yeah.
And he would leave even more regrets because he committed and it worked. That's what would piss me off as well, blood. Like, bro, this guy
John Jones holding his belts on that, blood.
This guy don't actually hit as hard as I thought he did,
Yeah.
He's not as good as I thought he was, I could actually do more, and that's what's...
Well, we see in that Inoue now doesn't carry power into the second half of the fight. Because earlier on, when it was really sharp, the power was definitely affecting him. He didn't want to come forward.
No, but it just shows us his power comes from his speed.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? So once the speed goes, the power ain't really there.
Yeah.
He's a small guy, so generating power. This is his 3rd fight in a row where he hasn't gone where he's gone the distance.
Hey Mo, we want to see a rematch, but it's not that we want to see a rematch. No disrespect to this fight, 'cause it was a great fight. It's not that we want to see a rematch because the fight was so amazing. We just want to see a rematch because he's cleaned up the division, and realistically, we want to see him fight Bam, and he's going to need to stay busy before Bam moves.
And also, this fight was intriguing enough to tell me that maybe, because it's always about narrative. I only want to see rematches where there's a narrative, and there is a
something different can happen.
Yeah, exactly. There is a narrative that you can say maybe if Nakatani started a bit faster, was a bit and had a bit more self-belief earlier in the fight and never gave up so much rounds early, he could have made it more of a competitive fight. And you could also make the argument if he didn't get cut, would he have lost those last 2 rounds? Those are certain things that you can make the argument. Because on the scorecard, like I don't know if they gave him the last 2 rounds or not, but if he won those last 2 rounds, that scorecard might have been competitive. And not on their scorecard.
He put there were 2 rounds where he was very competitive against the 2 rounds where he really put it on Inoue, and then the 3rd round where he wanted to do that, he had the cut, so he couldn't really sustain that same type of pressure. So it'll be interesting to see what happens if and when he sustains that pressure on Inoue.
Exactly.
But he was right to sustain that pressure on Inoue later in the fight, as we saw from the gas tank. But what would happen if he does it earlier? Do you know what I mean? So there's a lot of questions.
And I don't think Inoue would have more confidence coming out of that fight than he had coming into it, whereas Nakatani might do.
Mali said that Junto should fight Akhmadaliev if he can't get the rematch.
Yeah, he can, but I don't really care about that because I do care about Am Line, but I don't really. I want to see what Inoue does next. You know, like Inoue's. I don't think that puts you pound for pound number 1 though.
No. But when there's one guy at the top of the division, this is what happens. All roads lead to him.
But for me, Inoue is pound for pound number 1. Like he's had some great fights, but I don't know if he's got those elite wins though. Do you know what I'm saying?
I think Shishu and Figueroa would look at the second half of that fight with confidence.
But they were a weight class above.
Yeah, they're too big.
Especially Figueroa. Damn. Figueroa is massive, blood.
And we're pretty sure he's not moving up. So
yeah, I hope not.
No. When he's fighting like that, he's not moving up.
Yeah, trust me. But yeah.
What time are you getting live for the fight?
Well, I'd have to keep my eye on the card because who else is on the card?
I was just about to say the same thing. Let me look at the card.
Even that gal over there is decent still.
Well, on the left, the far left.
That one there, that one with the long hair.
Oh, on the far left? Yeah, the free, yeah. Yeah, proper teams.
Walk out stuff. I've never really looked at Asian girl like that, you know.
I don't know why.
I don't really know why neither, blood.
But you think of gal in like a really like very like racial terms. Like I look at a lot of stuff in racial terms, but when it comes to gal, I don't really fucking look at gal like that.
I'm at 31 like. So what fights do I want to watch?
Do you think Junto can move up? That's a good question. You know, Junto could probably move up.
Yeah, because he's young enough.
He's young and he's bigger though. Like he's got the size to move up.
Duarte probably want to watch that fight. Probably.
Okay, so go from Duarte.
There's Munguia versus Resendez. I swear that's a rematch. Did Resendez beat Munguia the first time? I don't know.
Yes, we'll go from Duarte. What?
Is Resendez fighting for a super middleweight world championship? Oh, maybe they're fighting for the belt that Crawford gave up. Really?
So basically, we're going from Duarte.
I didn't know this was for a world title.
So are we going from Duarte?
Yeah, you just said it.
So I'm asking you as a question.
So basically, we're going from.
I said it with a question. There was an inflection at the end of the sentence.
I didn't.
Typically signifies.
I didn't notice. Just ask it as a question, mate.
Yeah, the WBA. Yeah.
They're fighting for the WBA world title.
They're saying that gal looks like AI. The thing is, as long as the pom pom's not AI, I don't care. Do you know what I'm saying? If I'm telling you I like this gal and you tell me she is AI, then there's a problem. Do you know what I'm saying? But if you're telling me she just looks like AI but she's not, then we're good.
Bro, yeah, man, I don't even understand how you comparing fake to real. I mean, you real to fake. That doesn't make sense. I understand you compare fake to real.
Yeah.
You're comparing real to fake. That is actually dumb, bro. That is wild. Like, that's like comparing your real wood to like a dildo. That's a shit thing. But yeah, you man hit the like button, hit the subscribe button, share the video and all of them things there. West Ham versus Brentford is at 3 p.m. today. Man's hungry as well.
I was thinking the same thing. I'm fucking hungry.
You wrapping it up? God, I need to touch the road. Oh shit, I forgot my headphones was in.
We got the man then, we got the man then, we got the man then. Make sure you lock in with us.
That I've been over there?
Yeah. Lock in with us whatever time we're going live. We're going to be going live tonight / tomorrow morning for this fight. Couple fights that's going to, like I say, move the needle on. Well, this one didn't, but could have moved the needle on the pound for pound list. This one coming up tonight could. Jao Patai is still a big name in boxing. What's going to happen with him?
I don't know. Not hear about that.
But I'm just saying that at the end of the day, he's the name at cruiserweight. Because even if Zerdo wins, what's next for Zerdo? Do you mean his name's good? Like Benavidez, Mama's name's going to come back around
but
again.
But Zerdo isn't fighting for championships. I don't know how that's going to happen. Jai. Yeah. Jai isn't fighting for that. Yeah. Maybe we get a Bivol versus Zerdo rematch at cruiserweight.
Yeah.
Maybe Zerdo moves to heavyweight.
I don't think I like Bivol at cruiser.
Maybe Zerdo moves to heavyweight.
I think he gets pieced at heavy.
Probably, but him versus Usyk, innit?
Yeah, he gets pieced by Usyk.
Probably, but if you beat Benavidez, you only look up, innit, bro?
No, Jai.
But money-wise, I'm talking about money.
Yeah. Nick, I hear you. You're watching the Arsenal game to sleeping pill.
That is hilarious. Who said that? Ahmad.
Bro, I didn't even find watching us that boring. I don't even know why. There were more shots in the Arsenal and Atletico game than there were in the Bayern versus PSG game. Okay. Them man just got better finishers. But I'm saying, just in terms of people saying that the narrative that is boring, you don't attack. That was both
shooting from the halfway line ain't shooting, bro.
Show me a clip where they shot from the halfway line.
But I'm just saying that shooting where you can't score, that doesn't really count as a shot.
There's all shots in and around the 18-yard box, so you can score.
No, that's dumb. That you're a football player, you know that's dumb. Because you could be shooting.
You said halfway.
You could shoot when a man's right in front of you. What are you shooting for?
I'm just telling you. I'm just saying the point is people say that we don't play attacking football, but we did. Even if the quality is not as good, it's still attacking. It's not defensive football. In
certain games, you didn't go in attacking against flipping. What's it called last weekend?
Against City.
No, man. Fucking when you won 1-0. You beat 1-0 last week. When Eze scored.
Oh, Newcastle. David Benavidez versus Vidal Riley when he wins for IBF.
What are you talking about, bro?
Then if Zerdo wins, that could be a next fight for David Benavidez.
No chance.
You guys shoot like Nakatani punching in the early rounds. Blood. That's what you man shooting in the early season, blood. Just see you man lose to Grimsby. So I don't know, blood. But it's cool. You man could win the league next year. So it's fine.
That's what Michael Perkins said.
You man win the league next year.
With
4 new signings, you man go win the league next year. So.
Now with 4 new signings, you can stay in the top 4 and win a trophy next season. You lot might not win a trophy this season.
You man are winning the league next year. That's what your fans are saying. If you keep Carrick and you get 4 more signings, you'll win the league next year. Cool.
Yeah, I'm counting on.
Yeah, cool.
All
right, man. Then we're done. I'm gonna shout you, man, later. Peace and love. Like the video. Shout out to Inoue. Another win. You know the vibes. I'll be back later. Peace.